Happy New Year. What's up, everybody? Welcome to My Taste in Music Sucks, the podcast where myself, Keith Miller, and Mr. Christopher Icon get together every week and we talk about music. We talk about a specific album and artist. We talk about life. We talk about love. We talk about whatever's going on inside of our chaotic brains. And welcome to 2026, man.
Yeah. So, man, I don't even know where to begin with this group as far as, all right, we'll just do the music thing first. They're
Yeah.
a fairly legendary Indianapolis band that played new metal back
Yeah.
in the late 90s, which have been like 98, 99, early 2000s. So before it got a little silly.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So they take it seriously, and like I said, they're an Indiana band, regular band, bass player, drummer, guitar player, but they have three MCs, in the traditional
Wow. Okay.
rap group style of MCs.
I was
And
wondering
each
how there
one,
was six
br-
people in the group.
yeah, 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 yeah. So
Okay.
it's chaotic, it's fun, um, it's just good music. You know what I mean? It's like I just said, it's fun. It's not gonna offend anybody. It's just a good time to be had. I've seen this band live so many times, so many fun memories with them. Should be a pretty interesting listen.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. And the band is Big MF Stick. The album is Attack of the Peanut Butter and Jelly People.
Yeah.
Um, One of the things that I appreciated about the album, especially with it coming out in '97, is 36 minutes long.
Yeah.
Um, and I, dude, after a while, all of those really, really long albums that came out in the '90s got to be a little bit too much.
Yeah.
So getting a 30 or 40-minute album in there uh, definitely works.
Yeah, it's definitely high energy. They're
Yeah.
straight into it too.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, if we want to
Yeah.
get
The
into the first album or the first song,
which was Pomp, right?
yeah,
Pomp.
POMP. Yeah, yeah,
Um, for me, since I know a lot about this album, I just thought, here you go. This is right out the gate. They're going to show you what they're interested in,
mhm,
what their styles are. They do that classic hip hop microphone kind of, and I'm so and so, pass it over. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, it ends kind of quick for me because
Right.
I
It's a
thought
short song. It's like 2 minutes. Yeah,
yeah, yeah, because it's setting up, and then it's just gone
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
into the next one. Plus the line in it, 24/7 back bruising rhymes. It became a
Nice.
thing.
Yeah.
Like there were so many creative ways they would, change the tempo or the pace or just slide that line into a middle of a song or so this is a good representation of what the band is doing at the moment, this first song here.
Right on. I mean, so the first thing that I thought of was this was going to be fun.
Mhm.
Like as soon as the music started, I was like, "Oh, okay, this is going to be a good time." Um, and initially, you know how I am. I try to pick out like reference points.
Mhm.
Uh, I was like, wow, this sounds kind of like Suicidal Tendencies or Anthrax. There's when Anthrax does the rap stuff.
Mhm.
Um, and so I was like, this could be a lot of fun. I really, really liked the drum sound. I know a lot of people don't like the '90s snare, but I'm a fan. So, so I love that drum sound, dude. That snap, I love it so
Yeah.
much. So, so yeah. But yeah, it was a good introduction, a good way to kick off the album.
That's usually what they would start their live shows with too.
Oh,
Just
cool.
because like I said, that 24/7 thing, they pass it back and forth and do big
Yeah.
echoes with it. So usually Pomp started their shows. So you
Okay,
kind
cool.
of get an idea with um it kind of gives you an idea what the live show would be like because you already hear the energy and just the bounce
Right,
in
right.
this first song.
Yeah, definitely. I dig it. And so you mentioned how the song this is kind of the only song where it doesn't sort of transition into the next one.
Mhm.
Like I was actually listening to it and didn't realize that the second song had started
Right.
because it just kind of it goes like it's one continuous song, and I was about a minute in, and I was like, oh, okay, this is the next song because I picked up a lyric or something that the title of the track, the title is "I Ain't With It," and I think I heard that lyric, and I was like,
Right.
oh, this is the second song.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. I think it's probably because pomp was more of a thing, just like an
yeah,
intro kind of
yeah,
thing. You know what I
sure,
mean?
sure.
It probably developed, I don't know honestly, but it probably developed somewhere between, when they put out their first album, which was called Discombobulator. That's the
Right.
one I said I found in that little shop in New Orleans
Yeah.
randomly. So
Yeah.
maybe this pomp thing is just like a fun little live interaction that's developed.
Yeah, sure. Um, but
So
that,
that's
the,
Go
oh, go
ahead.
ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say the next track was where I picked up on the 311 vibe,
Mm,
like heavier, 311's heavier stuff. But I mean, even later on, there's some lighter stuff. But the interplay between the vocalists and just, I don't know, I'm a huge 311 fan. I started listening to them with music,
right,
which is an album that almost no one knows, at least mainstream music fans. Um,
right.
and so I think when I say they sound like 311, or there's 311 elements, people are might get the wrong idea, you know.
Right.
But but if you dig deep into it, I mean, I think there's definitely some stuff in common.
Mm.
I know you said these guys were new metal, and I can kind of see that, but it's to me, it's more like a rap rock hybrid
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like a
than
rap core.
yeah, the new metal. Like the album that we're gonna listen to next week is new metal. Like it's freaking, you know.
All
Um,
right.
I think there's a big distinction that not a lot of people make between rap rock and new metal.
That's fair. That's pretty fair.
Yeah,
Because this is definitely rap rock, rap metal,
yeah,
but that kind of thing really didn't cross over too much into the mainstream until, well, probably Limp Bizkit, which,
yeah. 2000, 2001.
yeah,
I mean, Limp Bizkit was doing stuff in the '90s, but people weren't paying as much attention.
right. But it got real, like, kind of, especially the rap rock or rap metal kind of, I don't know if you
Yeah,
could even call it a scene
yeah,
then. It
yeah.
got a little cheesy. It just
Oh,
didn't.
quick. Yeah,
There were a
yeah,
bunch of bands that were coming out. You're just like, what? This sounds just like that, and that sounds
yeah,
just like that. It's all watered down. But you
yeah,
kind of had these guys in Indianapolis, of all places, just
yeah.
going crazy with it. In, like I said, in a good way, using all the good um, tropes of hip hop.
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I'm having fun with it so far. Like these first two tracks, they're a lot of fun. I can imagine this band live. Like I
Just,
feel
yeah,
like, yeah, I feel like
everybody moving. It
songs
was
are,
just,
yeah. I feel like some of these songs are built for a live show.
yes,
You know,
yes, yes, yes.
and you said, that these guys kind of you had sort of the same relationship with them as I did with Brother Meat.
Right,
And Brother Meat, like albums don't necessarily, especially the earlier stuff, didn't necessarily do them justice because they
right.
were a live band first. You know, they were
Hmm.
built for that arena.
Right.
You know,
That's always kind of what it was with Big MF Stick too. Sure, you had the CD, and it's of course you bump your songs and everything,
yeah,
but live is just a whole different animal, man.
yeah, for sure.
So right before I don't remember what I did this time, but I told you the last podcast I keep having these weird little synchronicities. I
Yeah,
looked that up, by the way. So I was getting ready to start track three at 3:35.
okay,
And that's only because I looked down. So there's a good chance I was about to hit play on track three at 3:33.
great,
And I
right.
was just like, that's a little weird.
That is a little weird. Yeah,
This track to me is just like It's like a newer, updated version of like what Hill Gang and those guys were doing, right?
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
They're just we love hip hop. All right, how do we do it? I got a guitar, whereas hip hop is like I got a turntable,
Right.
How do we
Right. But I think the bass playing is highlighted in this song.
mm,
I
yes.
noticed the bass. It was the first time because usually with bands like this, the bass is very prevalent right from the beginning, and it
Mm,
really, to me, it really wasn't. It was more of a drum thing and like the vocals. But in this song, I felt like the bass stuck out a lot more.
yeah.
Um, and then there was a lot of sing along moments, which I mean, that's clearly this song. "Rollin'" is a song. It's clearly designed for a live crowd. Like
Right.
that's what I was thinking when I was listening to it. Like you get the bass, it gets you grooving, and then you got the sing along time, and it's just like, yeah, yeah, I can totally see a band. Uh, they had a vision when they wrote this song. So at least I think.
I don't know. I would think so because they were so engaging live and it wasn't
Yeah.
like visual. They didn't have a lot going on because it's an Indianapolis band who's got that kind of
Right.
money. But
Right.
they
Right.
were
Right.
so engaging with the people and the way they, point their instruments at people and do funny
Yeah.
stuff like that. And
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you mentioned the bass player, Tom is his name.
Yeah.
He's actually, I don't know if there's anything on the album that would highlight how good of a player he is. He's
Okay.
actually a really good, like, not so much a slap bass, but that like strange little tone.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't even know. I know back then, like, especially when it came to the bass, when you were doing kind of like a hip hop style, you needed it to have like some kind of different
Yeah.
sound or
Yeah. Yeah. People say that Feldy from Limp Bizkit kind of invented
yeah,
the new metal bass sound, like the hip hop.
the over slap. That's the only
Yeah,
way I could think to describe it. He almost like
yeah,
mute everything. Yeah, but that's
yeah.
not
But
what's
that's not
going
what
on
this
here.
guy's doing. Yeah,
Yeah.
not at all.
They were
Uh,
just out there having fun most of the time. I'm
yeah,
sure they took it all very, very seriously because everybody does. But as far
right.
as the live shows, they were, like you said with Brother Meat, they're just one of those bands that if they see you, no matter which guy is singing or doing what, if they see you and you're not hyped, you're not getting into it,
Yeah,
they're going to try to.
get you into it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's a good way to say it. I was trying to think of, I
yeah.
don't know, the right way, the right term, but that's perfect.
It's funny that the bass player's name is Tom
Hmm.
because in the credits that I saw, it called him the artist formerly known as MOT.
Yeah.
It's Tom backwards. That was
Oh, you
like that's
haven't, you
funny.
haven't, no, how would you? Because I have
Yeah,
all the history with this band. There's all
yeah.
kinds of nicknames floating around.
Right
Um,
on.
High Pockets for the drummer, which
Okay. So that's why they
often
yelled
turns
Hot
into,
Pockets at
yep,
the
Hot
beginning.
Pockets.
Okay.
Actually, I think it's Hot Pockets originally.
Okay.
Um, you can't see which one I'm pointing at, so you don't know. The
Yeah.
three different MCs are their own, like, they're just characters, not like over the
Right.
top. I don't know not like a Simpsons character, just
Yeah.
as people. And they've all got like three or four different goofy names, and
It's funny. It's funny. Oh man.
it's pure nostalgia
Yeah.
album, though.
Yeah. Definitely. I could see that because this music is definitely from an era. You
Yes.
know, for sure. Um.
Yeah, good luck with that be
Yeah.
song number 4.
Song number 4,
Oh,
"Bite Your
Bite Your
Lip."
Lip. Yeah,
Yeah. They scream Hot Pockets, and it's super funky. I think there might be a reference to Frosted Flakes.
probably.
Lots of pop culture references.
Oh yeah.
Um, I know they talk about Bad Company.
Hmm.
Like I thought the song was really cool. I like songs like that where they you know talking about things that references things that people know about.
Right.
It's always fun.
Well, that goes into one of the notes or one of the things I wrote about this band. I know you were kind of leery or hoping, however you would like to word that, that we didn't run into a Limp Bizkit that can get kind of
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever, campy, silly,
Right.
whatever.
Right.
But
Right.
this was more like these guys are us.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
so they're just like they love hip hop. They're not a lot of the hip hop, especially in the 90s or early 2000s, was very probably well, wouldn't that been like Master P and all that kind of stuff?
Oh man. So 90s and early 2000s hip hop. Busta Rhymes for sure.
Yeah,
I guess it just depends on what you were listening to.
right.
Master P definitely had some stuff going on. That was around the time that Snoop signed with No Limit
Mm,
and he put out Lay Low. So Master P was all over that freaking album because that's what happens when you sign to a rapper's rap label.
right.
You end up, they get on your album.
And
Um,
plus mainstream most anymore, especially nowadays, is usually one he's Dr. Dre
yeah.
or um they don't have
Well, yeah, Chronic 2000 came out.
yeah. Yeah, so they were just I don't know. I keep likening not liking
Likening?
yes. I keep thinking of like just early I have to use hip hop because that's definitely the base for this sound.
Yeah.
Groups like Sugar Hill Gang and these guys that were just kind of sure they were I don't know if I'll say inventing for Big MF Stick, but they were definitely creating something that was a little less known.
Yeah.
But they're also just they're having fun with it too.
Right, right, right.
And to me, that's one of the missing elements of a lot of newer musicians. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, but I want that. I want who are you as a band, as a how do you act like how do you sound live? How do you play live?
Right.
And they are definitely Big MF Stick are definitely one of those bands that I wish you could have seen because the
It
album just doesn't.
doesn't do it justice, yeah.
Right.
Well, I think so. Just to my Lip Biscuit concern. Uh, First of all, I don't think Fred Durst has a great voice.
Nope.
Um, and so not knowing the time frame, like these guys were actually pre-Lip Biscuit ish, like 97
Right.
before Lip Biscuit like blew up. I think Three
Right.
Dollar Bill Y'all may have already been out, but like I said, people weren't paying all that much attention to it. Um, the
Probably
other,
close to around the same time, I think.
yeah, yeah. So that's why I think that if these guys are taking influence, it's more from bands like 311
Yep.
and Suicidal Tendencies, and then hip hop.
Right.
I think
Yeah.
it's from bands who had that like funky. I mean, Suicidal Tendencies gets called a metal group. They get called a hardcore punk group. But Mike Muir is kind of a rapper. I mean, if you really listen
I
to
mean,
like,
kind of, yeah.
yeah, if you really listen to stuff like Institutionalized or even like the verses in Hate You Better or How Will I Laugh Tomorrow, like he's kind of rapping, dude.
Yeah.
You know,
There were, they're one of those bands that I guess that meme, if you know, you know, is made for because they don't get any credit. I don't think they should.
Suicidal, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
they
I
don't get
mean,
as
they
much
get a
credit as they
little bit
should. Yeah,
because they kind of did that viral meme thing before we even knew what that was
right. All I wanted
back
was
in the day.
Pepsi.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. It's definitely an era in time
yeah,
too,
yeah.
which is, I guess, the best way I could think to lead into the name of this freaking song.
Uh, what's going on?
Is what's going on next? Or, oh,
So
please. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. What? Yeah, I think you're probably thinking of track 7.
Yeah, because my stuff got all freaking.
Okay. Yeah, what's
Yeah,
going
track
on is
five is what's
next.
going on.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's still an interesting track because it had that weird, like,
Clean
what
guitar,
is this
right?
beginning?
Yeah, yeah. And there was a flute? Like, what the fuck? I was like, and then I had to look to see if it was really a flute, and it's actually a flute. Like, there's actually someone playing flute on that track. Because because it could have been a keyboard flute, but it's an
Right,
actual
right.
person, human being, playing a
I
flute.
wonder who it was. Did it say?
It did, but I didn't write. I didn't make note of it. They play flute and piano
Oh,
on
probably a
the
friend of
album.
the band.
Yeah. Um, right. They're probably like, hey, we know somebody who plays some piano and some flute.
Yeah,
Let's put them on the album.
flute.
So
Fuck yeah, just do like a little flute intro. Fuck these
yeah,
people. It'd be
yeah,
hilarious.
yeah. But yeah, man, there's freaking flute and the interesting clean guitar intro. I thought was really cool too.
Yeah. Well, this
It,
is one of those tracks. Also, this is one of those tracks that is also a throwback to these older kind of hip hop group albums.
right,
Because
right,
a lot of these tracks are at least to focus on the one MC at the time, right?
right, right.
And usually he does the beats or the songs. And I'm trying
Yeah.
to remember. I think this song is all Nate.
Okay.
He's the one that they call him Toe Cutta most of the time.
Okay.
Uh, he still
Oh, go
still
ahead.
does music and stuff. Or
Oh, sure.
he was there for a while. He had two other hip hop groups actually. One with another guy in this band named Johan. Actually, both of them were the same guy. They just had different names. So he's still
Okay.
active in the hip hop scene.
Nice. Nice. Um, yeah, so I wrote that there was interesting vocal interplay in this
Mm.
song. Um, isn't this the song with like the screaming? Like where they're like the harsh vocals, what we would consider harsh vocals now? Like
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
regular vocals, then behind it there's like harsh vocals. I thought that was really neat. That
Yeah,
was
because this is the one that's also got that weird kind of throwback sound kind of vibe.
yeah, 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 definitely. I thought
Yeah,
that
they're
was
just playing with, to me,
it,
it's playing with hip hop structure, I guess.
yeah, sure. But like if you think about it in 97, who else was doing stuff like that? Like mixing clean vocals with harsh vocals, if you will. Like that wasn't a thing,
No, that's
you know?
a hip hop overlay thing, right?
Yeah.
I'm saying
So
my line and you come in there toward the end with a word or
right,
two and it kind
right,
of,
right. So I dug that, man. That's kind of innovative, honestly. So
yeah, the way they worked it into like the
oh,
metal music, I guess. Yeah. Yeah,
yeah,
they were
yeah,
definitely serious musicians.
yeah, I dug it.
Just they were serious and having fun.
Right, sure.
So track six in my notes. So what are
Yeah.
you thinking so far? Is it
No, I'm digging it so far. Like I said, 311 is one of my favorite bands. And this reminds me a lot of 311. And I'm also a big Suicidal fan, and I hear a lot of suicidal
Mhm,
tendencies in the grooves and some of the cadence.
mhm.
So yeah, dude, I'm liking it, man. Um, I do think if I'm gonna be straight up honest, I actually made a note about it, so I might just wait until
We
it
get
comes
there?
up. Yeah.
All right.
Um, there is like but it's not anything I don't like. It's just something that it's like, holy shit, you know. But yeah,
Right.
we can talk about it later, I
Yeah,
guess,
we can do that
for
for
when
sure.
I got to my note. Um, but yeah, what's this? Do what you got to do. I love like the metal riff.
Hmm.
I was like, hell yeah, like it's the first time that I feel like they really committed to metal.
Yeah.
Was with that song, so I thought that was neat. I like the way that like even though there is a style that the band clearly has, they mix it up enough. Like this song introduces metal. The track before it had a fucking flute. It's just like so I dig that, man. But,
Yeah, they were like I've said a bunch of times, they're good musicians and they knew what
yeah,
they were doing as far as timing or even the breaks of a song, like the structure of it.
yeah.
They knew, oh well, obviously we don't have a turntable, but we could do this or I don't know. I'd be interested to know what their creative style or process
Yeah.
would have been because that's a lot of guys to just.
There was another band that this kind of reminded me of, called the Hard Corps or the
Hmm.
Hardcore, I guess. with a P.
Hmm.
Um, and no one remembers them, unfortunately. But they were a rap rock group that Jam Master Jay put together,
Hmm.
and I believe, they were on Def Jam, like back when Def Jam was still like strictly a hip hop label,
Yeah.
but they had instruments. They did a cover of Back in Black that
Hmm.
got some attention, but they kind of reminded me of this band a little bit.
Hmm.
So hardcore is like erased from memory. Like you can't find their stuff anywhere. It's kind of a
Huh.
shame, but they were really good.
That sucks. So
Yeah,
many bands lost to memory.
yeah, definitely.
Um, I also thought on this track number six, "Do What You Got to Do." The three vocalists, their styles really worked well together. I thought you could definitely tell when it switched to the next guy, and I didn't think they stepped on each other's lines too much.
Right, 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 right. Yeah, definitely. I mean, they know, they obviously know what they're doing. They have a plan. They know
Right,
who's going to sing when and all that kind of stuff. So,
right. But
yeah.
it's controlled chaos,
Right, right,
especially
right.
live.
Right.
All
And
right,
now,
track seven. Is
yeah.
this the one I'm gonna have a hard time pronouncing?
Strictly, strictly for my Wiggers.
I didn't even know we could say that word.
Hey, whatever, dude.
This is so
Hey,
tongue
think
in
that?
cheek. It makes me laugh.
Yeah. So this is where um yeah, I said fucking hilarious lyrics.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. And oh
and
my,
it's just I don't even.
stupid the best way possible. That's what I said. Yeah. Um
Yeah, it's like, yeah, we can make one of those songs too. Here you go. And it's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
just,
Yeah. Um
and especially this was early 2000s, late 99s,
right.
it really wasn't even, I don't know if okay was the right word for it for white led rap groups or rock bands with metal.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was still a little, maybe not even still frowned upon, but it would still get you like a sideways glance, maybe, right?
Yeah.
So
It's
not only is he doing that,
right.
he's also like making fun of himself as he's making
Yeah.
fun of, I don't know, I just thought it was a fun little like throwback track.
Yeah, I was surprised that they actually used the word wigga
Well, you could
in
and
the song. I was like, wow, they worked it into the lyrics, dude. I'm
right,
like,
yeah.
right on.
You
Um,
could back then, you just can't now.
that's the thing. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think geographically, especially depending on where you were, like
Context,
people
man.
people didn't even understand. Like, okay, when I was growing up, and I actually gave a pushback to this, because it didn't make sense to me.
Hmm.
But Wigga meant a white person who wants to be black.
Right.
But then when you really look at it and the construction of the word, and then it's like, what do you mean wants to be black? So I replaced black with gangsta.
Yeah, it became a wankster. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's really a white person who wants to be a gangster.
Right.
Because there are black people, saying that every black guy wants to,
Yeah.
be a gangster is not. And Wanksta is something else now. Wanksta is like a wannabe gangster. It doesn't matter if you're white or black or purple.
Okay.
Yeah, Wanksta is that's
I'm
something
cool. You can miss me
terrible.
for all that. I think I'm good. I don't,
Yeah, yeah, I feel you, dude.
I don't,
But
that
yeah,
life sounds exhausting.
yeah, and just to kind of talk about the the context, just for but there was also people who would just refer to themselves as wiggers, and black dudes would call them wiggers, and that's just what they were. Um, so it's complicated, but this song is not complicated. The song is just
Right.
so. Don't let
And
the
again,
politics of the word
he's making
affect.
fun of himself.
Yeah, yeah.
You're still allowed to do that.
I hope so.
And then,
I'll do it daily.
right. So track 8, See Through,
Yeah.
absolute banger live. This
Yeah.
song
Right
just
on. It's
goes
an
over
angry
so
song.
what?
It's an angry song. I thought it was really angry.
I mean, it's definitely high energy, high
Yeah.
energy.
Well, I mean, it's talking about people who are in the scene that don't really belong in the scene, you know? And
Mhm.
so, um, yeah, I like the drums. Again, I love the drum sound. It sounds like a machine gun, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And then there's some guitar stuff in there where they're doing bending notes, which I liked. The whole harmonics thing that Zach Wild does so freaking well.
Right. A little too
There's-
much.
yeah, a little too much, but yeah, there was some of that, so
There
yeah,
was
I liked
absolutely no
liked the song.
Bono,
Yeah, no Bono,
No Bono influence, no Bono
no
on this
Bono
album.
influence. Yeah, no Bono. Thank the Lord.
So I think that's all I wrote down here is yes, I had to write that. That's
Yeah,
what my note says for this song. Yes, I had to write
nice,
that. Because
nice.
the song title is Colossal Boner
Oh,
with a Head Like a Mallet.
yes, and it's a funky instrumental track.
Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Yeah,
That's
because
they're
I
letting you
was,
know
yeah,
they
oh,
don't take it seriously.
yeah, yeah. I was like, are they really gonna freaking sing a song about their dick?
Well, you haven't heard like Parasite Lady or
Right.
what are some of the other songs off of
Discombobulator.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I mean,
they'll rap about some stuff.
and dude, honestly, there's nothing wrong with writing songs about your dick. There's some songs about dicks that I like. Love Gun,
Yeah.
in particular, might be the best song about a penis ever written. But
I don't know. That'd be a you'd have to God, the studying to
the
even
best
begin
songs
to
about penises.
yeah, see.
I'm down, dude. I'm
To
gonna.
even say it's the best one. How would you see? We don't even have a qualifier. We don't even have a. All right.
I mean, I think just the energy, and she pulled the trigger on my love gun. Like
Right,
that's
but there's got to be
serious
better.
business, you know? Serious business.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Plus, it leads right into song 10. If your love
Right.
gun is this, you have a problem.
Yeah, man.
This
Yeah.
song is just a 90s hip hop vibe. Just a
Yep.
positive. They're just playing hip hop. I do.
Yeah. There's more flute. This
Yeah.
was the other song with the flute. Um, yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought that there was cool layers to the instrumentation. You can hear the instruments and how they lay on top of each other and
Yeah.
play with
Yeah.
each other. I thought that was really, really cool. I liked this song a lot. So yeah, I definitely dug it.
And then 11, Brain Container. That is the song to feature uh his name's Trevor.
Okay.
Evergreen the Eye is what they used to call him in for this album at least.
Nice.
Does all the
Nice.
artwork
Okay.
and is a tattoo artist now
Oh,
in
nice.
Broad Ripple, I think. So
Nice.
yeah, he's still around.
Okay.
As you can tell by his feature or whatever, he's an interesting dude. He likes space, trippy stuff.
Right, right, right. It's a very psychedelic song.
Hmm.
It reminded me of the Beastie Boys. It
Oh
reminded
yeah.
me of some of the stuff that's on oh geez, what is the Ill Communication? It reminded me
Hmm.
of some stuff from Ill Communication. I thought it was really good. I love Beastie Boys. If you're influenced by the Beastie Boys, chances are I'm gonna like you. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, I thought it was good. I liked it a lot.
And then another 12 starter kit. That's another one of those live, just absolute bangers live.
Nice. Yeah, I thought that song was cool. I thought that it displayed some good MC work. There was good rapping in it. Which that was the one thing. So like I think these guys have good rhythm
Hmm.
and good interplay. I don't always think the raps are that good.
Yeah.
So that was the one thing. Sometimes the lyrics are a little, you know,
Right.
but not. It's not terrible. You know what I mean? It's not like oh, I can't listen to this shit.
Right.
Especially since the stuff that's around it is really good. Um, just sometimes it's a little simplistic, but I like the fact that they ended strong. Like I think the last two tracks have the best rapping on the
Hmm.
whole album. So yeah, I thought that
Yeah, it
was
was
a good
probably
choice.
definitely ones that they've either been playing for a long time or they were just really locked in when they
Yeah,
were writing them because it's the only downside to those songs is just the mastering and the recording of the album.
right. Yeah, unfortunately. And the last song is Heart and Soul,
Yeah.
which yeah, it's a cool song, good rapping. Yeah, unfortunately when you're doing indie albums, it's hard. Um, it can be hard to even lock in, consistent dates. That's something that people don't understand. So like if you're recording an album, right, and you're recording
Hmm.
it on your own whenever you have money and whenever you can afford the studio, you might record it over like either you got to get it all done in 3 days,
Right.
or you're recording it a song or two here and there whenever you can afford it. Whereas, like, when Bono gets to make an album, he gets to like lock himself in a studio for 6 months and work on that freaking album with the same producer.
Right.
And that's all he has to do. He doesn't have to like go work at freaking Kmart
Right.
after he gets done. He doesn't have to like go out and book his own gigs and play in between. He's got just 6 months to sit in the studio and make an album that sounds amazing. So production on
Are they
indie
going to do that
records.
this time? Because they haven't done it yet. Make an album. Sounds.
Well, I mean, sounds production wise.
I
I'm
know
not
what you
saying
mean.
sounds good. I'm saying sounds
Yeah.
like a big full album is what I'm saying. Um, I think that's funny too, though, because a lot of times when people get more time to play around with production and stuff, fans will say like,
Overproduced.
yeah, they like the raw stuff better. I don't know, man. I'm gonna be honest. I like stuff that sounds good.
Yeah, I just
So,
want the
yeah,
closest I can get to what you, the artist, want me to hear.
yeah, hundred
I
percent, man.
don't care if you're a grunge grime band and you want me to hear the grunge and the grime in your guitars.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah,
If
right on.
you're, a modern pop band and you want me to hear how crisp and clean everything is, all right.
Yeah,
To me, it's got to be when I'm listening to that's earbuds, headphones.
right.
I can't do the one ear.
Yeah, me either, dude. It doesn't make sense. um, you're only
But
hearing half
that's
the
not even how
sound.
the brain works.
Yeah, you're only hearing half the sound.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know, man. I think like to me, one of the coolest things about good production is that you can hear like I'm trying to cover up my foot. It's cold. All right, there we go. Sorry. But one of the good things is you can hear like every instrument and you can hear the intention, Um a, a lot of production in the 80s especially for whatever reason was very muddled. I don't get that because they had big studios. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, but did the people really know what they were doing, or were they just kind of partying a little too hard and making music?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I think some of it was the the what do you call it? The transition from analog to digital.
Digital, yeah.
I think there was a learning curve there, and you can hear it in the albums. You can hear it in the production. Analog is always, it's a track by track thing. It's like very clear, but it's never going to sound as full as digital, unfortunately. Because
Right.
you can pump up levels and stuff with digital that you can't necessarily do with an analog
Well,
recording.
that's just where technology is changing,
Yeah,
well, everything, changing how we hear the music,
yeah,
plus how we get the music, and even how the artists are making the music.
yeah. Dude, did you hear about what's going on with this metal AI guy?
No?
So there's some AI dude who made a metal band.
Okay.
I can't remember. There's two bands in particular that he's ripping off. One of them is Knocked Loose.
Okay. Oh, I saw something about it, but
Yeah.
I
I
didn't.
can't. There's
And
but
Jawbox or
was no, not
Jawbone, Jaw Split Jaw, Lockjaw, Glassjaw,
was it Glassjaw?
Math Band, like Between the
Yeah, no,
Buried and
I know who
Me.
Glassjaw is.
Yeah, I think
Um,
it's one of those bands, right?
okay, I can't remember. I just remember Knocked Loose, and there was another band too. And basically, like this dude is stealing like whole pieces of their art and
What do you mean?
like their album art and
Oh,
making it like his album art and like taking parts of their songs and reworking them into his songs.
mm,
And it's being presented by Spotify as a band because that's what Spotify does now. But
ugh,
yeah,
sounds gross.
but not the guy from Knocked Loose, the guy from the other band said, because there's actually a credit on there. It says written and produced by some gym guy or something. And
Hmm.
he was like, hey, if anybody can find out who this guy is and where he's at, I'll pay you $100. He was like, nothing illegal will happen. I just want to go have a talk with him. It was like, well, that was kind of funny.
I mean, yeah, that sucks. That just sucks all around.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, that's just awful.
yeah. Yeah. And I mean,
That's
so,
not. Go ahead.
well, I was just going to say, as long as you're telling the truth about it, right?
I guess, yeah.
Well, no, I was going to say more. There's qualifiers. If you write lyrics, but you don't feel like you have the ability to like sing them or put the song together,
Hmm.
and you want to use AI to showcase your writing ability, and you say this is an AI band, like this, then I guess. And
Right.
if people want to actually support that, and listen to it, go for it. I know a couple people. One of them is a friend of mine who I've been friends with for a long time, who makes AI music,
Yeah.
and he's super proud of it, dude. And I don't really know, like, you know, I don't know. I'm not gonna be like, dude, this sucks. Quit fucking doing it, you know. Um,
Yeah.
And
Well,
then I
that's
got there's another guy that I know who can't sing, can't play anything, but he writes poetry and stuff, and he's turning his poetry into songs. Um, but again, being really upfront about it being
right.
I suppose that's okay. But don't use AI to steal other people's work.
Yeah, that sucks. I
Yeah, or
understand piecing your own stuff together, but to
yeah,
just go, no, I want this section to sound like
yeah,
even flow or and then this section to sound, yeah, I get that.
yeah. And this is the thing too. Like, I don't even know if he's saying I want this section. I think he's like stealing whole pieces of their songs and like putting them into his AI songs. And I don't see how that can even freaking be legal. You know, it's just crazy. I
I don't
know,
either.
I know that the my buddy who is making the AI album, he found this program where they actually pay musicians to use their voice.
Oh, okay.
And so like he sent me this song. And I was like, even before he told me it was AI, and I was like, dude, who is singing this song? It sounds like freaking Aloe Black. And he was like, it is Aloe Black. You know, like he's like, so he paid to have Aloe Black's voice.
Man.
Yeah, an AI version, obviously. I mean, it's
Right.
and then Aloe Black is getting some royalties or whatever for him using his voice. This is crazy, dude. This whole thing is getting out of hand. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know
Yeah,
because I don't know how I feel about what the problem is there's so much going on, right? With
right.
the AI question because you could use AI to help further make songs that you have in your head, and that's
Yeah,
great. And
right.
that's super. whatever, fun, yay. Or you can use AI to rip off
Yeah, knocked loose.
maybe again a good craftsman doesn't blame his tools.
Yeah, yeah. I don't
Maybe.
know. I see, man, it's tough, dude. Because
Is
like,
it just making things easier? That's not cheating,
right,
right?
right. So I think like as much as it cuts the musician out of it,
Right.
I don't necessarily think there's an issue with having AI make you a track.
I
But
I'm starting to wonder if there isn't actually something missing in these AI tracks.
yeah,
Because to me, they are all just, like how it doesn't pertain to the guy from American Aquarium, but how
right,
those guys were so good at their job that they were so precise and so on time, and
right.
that's hard to do.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
I hear it in like that blues style, that album that I thought was going to be great and turned out to all be all.
AI, yeah, yeah.
And it's like as soon as I catch it, I know right away. It's
Yeah,
been happening a bunch in AI songs. I'll be like, no, that's not a real song. There's no.
right.
It's weird.
I mean, it's the difference between a drum machine and a drummer, or a bass synth, a bass synth, and an actual bass player. You know, there are some drum machines that are very convincing. I'm not gonna
Right.
lie, but at the same time, it's not a substitute for someone actually playing the drums.
I do actually, yeah. Well,
So
that's one of the things, or that leans into one of these things that you and I have both been saying. It's the live experience. That's
yeah,
the true mm, source of whatever music is. It's
yeah,
the
yeah,
it's it's the true medium. It's the man, it's something. It's
yeah.
somebody had to have known, or it's just there's no way. It's just a weird side effect that you can get 20,000 people together and get them to chant things.
Yeah,
I
they can all
mean,
sing Viva La Vida together.
yeah, it's like sometimes I see some of these, let's say concerts or whatever, and you see some of these weird, I don't know, evil, demonic, satanic, whatever you want to choose,
Right.
images and stuff. I used to just laugh and be like, yeah, now you're just trying to sell money and whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I've kind of come around on some of that stuff to like, it doesn't matter if I believe it.
Right. Right.
Some of
Right.
those guys probably do. And that
Yeah.
changes your outlook. Because it used to be you'd hear, I don't know, Hillary Clinton worships an owl god and drinks blood. You just go, okay, whatever. But then if you think about it, what do Catholics do, right?
Yeah.
They do
Fair.
all kinds of weird or ritualistic things.
Right. Right. Right.
And they believe so. Man, I don't know. It's all
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. Um,
maybe music will tell us.
yeah, maybe.
Because art's going to be a problem for AI, for sentient.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
just,
when we started the show, you were like, "Hey, cool background."
for your
Um,
best friend, yeah.
yeah, ChatGPT made it. You know,
True,
literally,
but what'd you tell it to do? You showed it the album covers and said,
dude. Yeah, pretty much. I found as many images as I could that weren't just band photos of Big MF Stick. I
right,
never do more than 10. I do this every show now.
right.
I give it to him and I tell him to make an amalgamation of these images that is an original image that uses the images as a reference but doesn't directly steal them,
Okay.
that I can use as a background for the podcast. And then it makes it for me.
I don't see anything wrong with that kind of use, but
Yeah, I mean,
you're
dude,
also not slapping your name on it and saying, "Look what I
I'm not trying to say I
painted,"
hate
or
this. Yeah, yeah, of course. Um, I do think it's interesting though. So, like, okay, for those of you who looking, this shirt right here, right?
uh, says
Um,
most excellent entertainment. In case you
it
guys
does
can't read
say
that.
most sex entertainment. Yeah. Uh, I paid Dylan to make this logo. Um, and he made the logo for me. I buy the logo. I can do whatever I want with it. I slapped it on some shirts, which you can get at Bonfire. Um,
Hmm.
so I don't know how much I should get into selling the shirt, but it's a pretty quality shirt. This is 2X T tag and it tank top, and it fits me. Usually 2X tank tops are a little tight on me, but this thing is in good shape. So yeah. So Dylan made this. I paid him for it. And we have some other logos coming out that are this logo, but changed a little bit.
Hmm.
Tyler's worked on them.
Hmm.
I feel like since I paid for this logo, that's acceptable.
Right.
But here's the thing: ChatGPT has told me that it can help me make an entire line of merchandise for this podcast, for Most Excellent Entertainment, for Tyler's stuff, for basically anything that I want it to do.
Right.
Is it ethical to sell that stuff?
Still your design. It's just going to tell you how to get it onto a shirt. It's going to
Well, no,
design it
it
for
can.
you. It'll tell you how to buy a Cricut, all that stuff.
Well, it can actually make designs like the original "My Taste in Music Sucks," which was me, a Hanna Barbera old school cartoon version of me sitting in front of a record player
Hmm.
with the notes coming off of it like crooked. ChatGPT made that based on what I told it, but I
Yeah, but
could
I told it
draw
I
that.
wanted to update the avatar I've been using, the puppet,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, I love
just
that.
to some kind of, I don't know, some kind of funny Bender from Futurama, Invader
Nice.
Zim murder bot type thing.
Yeah, yeah.
ChatGPT just can't get it right.
Fair. Yeah, especially when you're using specific references, it has a hard time with specific references.
So
Um,
I don't know.
yeah,
But that's different, I guess. You're not, oh, well, I don't know. I guess it's just a gray area.
yeah. I mean, because here's the thing, I could hit Dylan up and I could ask him to design me another logo,
Or,
or I can just have ChatGPT do it now for free.
right,
And that's the thing. Like I said, is it ethical for me to sell that stuff? Um, I asked ChatGPT and it said that once it makes something for me, it's mine and I can do whatever I want with it.
right,
Because I wasn't sure about like anything, if legality or anything. And it was like, no, man, this is what I'm here for. Let's do it. Let's make a whole, and it had a plan. It was like, let's do all this, and we'll have you with the best
does it
merchandise.
ask you to plug it into your head or to your brain yet? Does it
No, it
tell you
hasn't
to
done that. It hasn't.
swallow it?
No,
Like,
I'm not Johnny Mnemonic yet, but everybody should watch Johnny Mnemonic. It's what we're heading
well,
towards.
I don't know. You could kind of flip that around though, right? So now with AI, when we go see or when you go see a live band, some of these
Yeah.
littler bands that before might not have had a t-shirt or even a CD, but
Right.
now with AI and streaming and they can be like, we don't have a CD, but here's a
Code. Yeah.
QR code to
QR
my,
code.
or
Go
here's a
check our
shirt.
stuff
And
out.
then you could put QR codes on it like I did my
Right.
jacket thing.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, dude. Um,
I think if you're a crappy person, whatever
yes.
you use, there's an analogy there about, okay, fine. If it's a gun, you can pick up a gun and you can go hunt and you could feed your family or
Yeah,
you can go kill somebody.
sure, sure, sure.
It depends on what you, the user, does with it, I
Yeah,
guess.
absolutely. absolutely. And I mean, I just want to make cool products that people can wear and
Yeah.
know about our stuff. I mean, dude,
Right.
right now though, like, God, the amount of stuff we're selling on that bonfire site, man, we actually have you get a coffee mug.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I want to take that the Peanuts inspired one that you made and put that on a coffee mug. I think that would be a fucking cool coffee mug, dude. So
Yeah, I mean, there's ways now for bands to really get themselves out there a whole lot better.
yeah, yeah, that's one thing. Like the internet is very crowded, so it's hard to get people to pay attention. But once people do pay attention, there's so much stuff that you can put out there for people to like get
Yeah. Yeah.
and yeah,
People want content, man. They're
they do.
yeah.
Yeah, people want connection.
Yes.
And I think people have always wanted connection, but in the age of the internet,
Hmm.
which is now 25, 30 years in, connection is means something else. You know, um, because it used to be we'd go out and be in a club with multiple people, and we'd buy a shirt, and we'd all wear the shirt. We'd be like, "Oh, cool, man," And now it's like we all like this website, or we all like this meme, or it's a different connection means something different now. It's very
Yeah.
strange. Yeah.
Well, that's because again, let's see if I can, like I've been trying to say, there is some kind of energy, some kind of exchange, something going on with a concert, right? So
Yeah.
you could extrapolate as out. I don't know, you could break that down into, person to person to person to person, and eventually that's the connection, right? You and I hanging out at the Chinese restaurant, just eating and whatever. All
Yeah.
kinds of things are going on with our bodies subconsciously and pheromones. And
Yeah.
none of that's happening. Well, not all of it's happening through a screen or, through
Right. Right.
earbuds,
Sure.
or it's still not even the same plan. It's almost like a ghost. It's almost like your friends aren't real. They're just ghosts.
Yeah. Dude, so I used to like spend hours on the phone with my friends.
Hmm.
We would call, we would talk for hours.
Yep.
So even my friends who I never saw, we still were very connected. Now I don't talk to my friends on the phone. Um, I see like a story that they posted, you know,
Mhm.
and that's how I feel like I'm still connected to them. That is
Right. And
such a weird shift.
right, because it's hardly ever you run into them in person and they're like,
Right.
oh, shit's falling apart. And you're like, oh, I just saw you post the other day about got a new puppy and you're so happy. And
Right. 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 Or it could be the other, like, there are people who post online like their life is the most tragic thing.
oh,
And they're
yeah.
fine. They're fine. I think a lot of online stuff is performative, unfortunately. Not
Yeah.
everybody, some people were honest, but
It's all trying to find your place, who you are, who is, or it used to be, who is your group.
right, right.
Now it's more like, are you individual so you can hang out with the other group of individuals?
Right.
Because being the same at anything isn't, I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, isn't the group everyone now?
Yeah,
Like, doesn't it seem like the intention is for us
division.
all to be in the same group? You know, like not
No.
really?
Yeah, I don't think at the core of people, whatever that happens to mean through
Yeah.
alien design or God design or whatever, I don't think we're actually designed to be one big tribe. I think
Right,
we are
sure.
designed to be like a puzzle. All the pieces. in North America fit with the pieces in South America that fit with the pieces in Africa, and it just,
Yeah.
it's not necessarily that we are all, I don't know, pick one, Republicans or we're all
Yeah.
Democrats. It's just like, no, those guys who I like because we have all these same interests, they happen to be the other piece of the puzzle. So now I
Yeah.
have to work with them.
So I feel like online culture um, is all about getting rid of people who are different. Um, and obviously, there are basically two tribes, the accepting tribe and the
Right.
non-accepting tribe, however you want to look at that. So there's one group of people who will accept everything no matter what it is. It's like we accept you. And then
Yeah.
there's another one who is like we have strict morals and
Mm,
anything that doesn't fit our moral code doesn't work for us.
right.
I feel like that is like the two acceptable extremes now.
Mm,
And if you fall anywhere in the middle or whatever, people don't really get it. Like you have to pick one of those two sides. And I
right.
guess that's what I meant about all one tribe. I guess it's two tribes. But they're trying to get everybody to fit into one of these two boxes. Either
Right.
you're an accepting person or you're not an accepting person. You're a person who toes the line and like, you
Right.
know. I think
Seems so much like sorting and
yeah.
control.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
Go
Yeah.
stand in your square.
And I refuse, dude. Like honestly, I think that overall I'm a pretty accepting person, but I also think that I have some very extreme ideas that won't fit into that camp.
Right.
You know, just don't. So
I can't imagine as a funny little whatever that these big political figures or whatever, especially the ones that seem rotten. I just
yeah,
can't imagine them driving home bumping who
big
knows
MF
big
stick.
yeah,
Yeah,
I can't see them
not at all.
even listening to whatever's popular. They might they might be those type of people that have the background music on,
Yeah, yeah,
but there's something there's something missing. And I don't know if it's because it's like a creation thing, which is maybe the fundamental drive, desire, message, purpose of a
yeah,
human. Create, right? Create life.
yeah. That's what they say. Yeah,
And it seems like after so long, people get involved that just can't create.
right.
They try, they put out the empty box, you know what I mean? The doesn't quite taste like God. I don't know how to explain this either. I don't know.
Yeah.
I just don't see those people. I can't. Can you imagine like Donald Trump listening to Braden Stewart?
No, no, not at all.
He'd
I
be
don't know
like,
what Donald Trump listens to.
"Is this what the peasants listen? What the peasants sing? Who let them have?" I don't know.
So Donald, God. So if we're talking about Donald Trump's musical taste,
Oh, okay. There's so many things we could do with this. Let's see. Orange Crush.
by REM,
Yep. And I'm not a hater, right? That's just
yeah,
I'm going I'm going out left field right out the bat.
yes, got my spine. All right.
I don't
um,
know. Orange, that's all I had at the moment.
yeah. I mean, I feel like. Have you ever seen the movie Streets?
I don't think so.
It's a '90s movie. Christina Applegate starred in it. It was basically about teenage prostitution.
No.
Okay, it's a cool movie.
Yeah.
It's weird, but there's a cop because obviously they have to make it more dramatic than it, you know.
Right.
There's a cop who kills teenage prostitutes. He's and he listens to like this really creepy classical music while he's preparing.
Mhm.
And he also hurts himself. He has a rose that grows like really thick thorns, and he stabs himself with the thorns while he's listening to this music. I think that's what Donald Trump listens to.
Maybe.
Whatever that music is, I think that's what he listens to.
I can't like all right, let's if I'm being like I
Yeah,
what's even his personality? Like
he's a dick. He's a big, boisterous dickhead.
maybe he likes New York style music, you know? He likes
I
some
mean, maybe he's listening to Sinatra.
AC/DC. He
Oh,
likes
what I was thinking.
some
And you,
bombastic.
yeah, you also have to think he's 80.
Oh,
So there's that to factor into it too.
well then he doesn't listen to the devil's music.
Right. Right. He's listening to old Blue Eyes.
Yeah. No, there's probably a funny little bit there thinking of an out there character and being like, all right, what do they listen to?
Yeah.
Like, what
Yeah.
would be Mickey Mouse's favorite band?
Oh, dude, the Mickey Mouse Band.
Yeah, the Mouseketeers. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, have you ever heard? So back in the day, right? Mickey
Mhm.
Mouse, they would put out like theme albums, and Mickey Mouse had an album called Disco Mickey Mouse, which is amazing. And there's a song on there called "The Greatest Band"
The
by
greatest
it's
band.
by The Greatest Band.
Oh, okay.
It's fucking incredible. I think that's who Mickey Mouse listens to. He listens
Yep.
to The Greatest Band.
Yep. You're right. You're right.
Greatest Band.
Or the Muppet Band.
Or
Um,
yeah, Electric Mayhem.
yeah.
Everyone should listen to
Dr. Teeth.
Electric
Yeah.
Mayhem. Yeah, moving right along. Everybody should listen to Electric Mayhem.
I don't know. It's so weird to think of. It's almost like it's two worlds. It's two
Yeah,
completely different. Because in that music world, people that love, you know how that's going. We're seeing the bands and we're hearing it, and but the
right.
people that love that politic world, it's a different.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, it's all life.
Right.
It's all learning. It's all music. Everybody just needs to have fun.
Yeah. Listen to Twisted Sister.
God, the stuff like that we used to do, even just listening to this, watching these guys, Big MF Stick live,
Yeah.
people they wouldn't even. One of my earliest memories and stories or whatever with my best friend involves this band.
Yeah.
We were just out hanging out, right? I don't even think his mom knew me very well back then. Maybe. Anyway, we go and see this band live.
Yeah.
And of course you're crowd surfing because of course you do.
Crowd
He
surfing's
goes to
fun.
crowd surf and something happens. He falls on his head. So we have to take him to the emergency room and this a-hole has a concussion. And
Ah,
I don't know if his dad's home from the military or we just didn't want to take him back to his house so his mom could freak out because we're in high school at the time.
right, right, right.
So I remember we had to stay up all night just listening to music and bullshitting because for some reason, if you have a concussion and you
You
go
can't
to
go to
sleep,
sleep. Yeah.
okay. I mean, I don't know who told who that, but
Yeah, going to sleep with a concussion is a bad idea.
yeah, I don't know. I'm sure I've done it, but whatever. There's
So,
something there that the way especially politics and music, it's one of them is creation, right? You're
right.
creating, you're sharing, the other one is what's the opposite of creating? You're taking things from
Destroyed.
people, you're instead of freeing them up, you're saying my opinion's the only one that matters. It's
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, so have you heard of like Madison Rising?
no.
Okay, so Madison Rising was a band that was put together by a retired general in the military.
Oh, interesting.
and their mission is to promote patriotism.
Okay.
It's a very right wing version of patriotism.
Oh,
Yeah. But the music is good. Like, it, they're
would the,
probably the only right wing political band that I've ever heard of, other than people who are like, I guess you could consider like Nazi bands and stuff like that, but I don't know.
no, that's Nazi music. That's
Yeah,
not right wing.
that's more than right wing. That's something
Yeah.
else. Yeah. Um, but these guys, every song that they have is about like America and patriotism and making things better for our country type shit.
Hmm.
And I actually really dig them. I mean, I do. Like, I don't necessarily get behind all the ideology, obviously.
Well, why? How is that a bad thing now?
Right,
Like,
right.
how is being proud even just to be white bad? I'm
Yeah,
not, how is wanting your country, your city, your state, your house to be great again bad?
right.
Like, how did it get so, man,
So, so
mixed
man,
up?
this is deep. But as far as like being proud to be white in America, I think the reason that that's seen as a bad thing is because white culture in America is pretty trash. So, like, if you're proud,
What do you mean? Like, what's actual white culture?
I mean, so just the way, like, what I mean is white heritage, I guess would be a better way to put it. Because I don't even know what white culture is.
You
But the
mean,
heritage of white people in this country is like a heritage of oppression and slavery, and and I think that that's why when people say they're proud to be white in America,
I think what those, not necessarily, because some of those
yeah,
people suck, but I think what I was getting at was, you know, um, like a culture thing. It's just
yeah,
it's not about it doesn't why does there have to be one? Why does there have to be one tribe that rules them all, one king that rules them all, one I don't know, man.
yeah. No, I mean I get what you're saying, dude. I just I don't know. I think in general, politics and music are a weird, you know, a weird marriage,
Yes.
but it's also one that's been going on for a really long time.
Well, yeah, because artists have always said what they really thought or hid what they really mean or
Right.
we've talked about this a bunch of times. Music
Yeah,
is
what we said about tourism, yeah, what I said about charter, okay.
Okay.
And go worry about,
Okay. Right on, man.
yeah.
All right. Cool.
And my house in earlier start fires in my bedroom and I sleep while sitting down on the floor.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take the bathroom and I'm gonna go to bed.
All right, bud. I'll see you in the morning.
All right.
All right.
I'm going to bed.
Okay. Sorry about that.
hey, don't worry about it.
um, but but yeah, I mean, there's always been like Rage Against the Machine,
Hmm.
and then all of the like folk singers and all that kind of stuff. I mean, there's always been politics in music. It's I guess because it's a way to get a message across.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say because it's because of just everything that music is.
Yeah.
Because we already said, obviously, there are people that know there is value. I don't know exactly what that means, but value of a whole arena of people chanting or cheering for you or for something.
Okay.
So to me, like I said, it's just it's the two opposites. One is creation, one is life, one is joy, one is sexy, one is, and the other one is just, it's the opposite of whatever music is. It's
Yeah.
control, creation
Yeah.
and control. That's all.
Yeah, definitely. I
And plus, music's always been the spark. It's always been. We talked about the slave
yeah,
and the
right.
blues uprising and
Right.
the way big festivals can snap and turn into a riot. It's
Yeah. It's funny because like every time you talk about every time you've talked about arenas and stuff all singing along, I keep on thinking about the first time I was watching AEW
mhm.
and the whole crowd sang Metalingus. Uh, and I thought it was so cool. But then when they started doing it every single time Edge came out,
Mhm.
I was like, okay, this is too damn much. I was like the fact that, I was just like, this is too much. But yeah. But the first time
Yeah,
the whole crowd sung that song, even after the music stopped, that was pretty damn cool.
yeah. That's those moments. That's
Yeah.
where music enhanced something
Yeah.
that's already, well, entrance music has been a thing. Music and sports, however you want to word that, has been a thing
Yeah.
since
Eye in the sky, man. You know,
the
Chicago
music.
Bulls.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, the Chicago Bulls. I mean, that's the thing. It's not just a wrestling thing, obviously.
the life thing.
Politicians use entrance music, you know?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Bill Clinton used Don't Stop by Fleetwood Mac.
yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Clinton was a saxophone player.
He was. I remember Bill Clinton going on the Arsenio Hall show and playing
Yep.
with the band. It's very interesting, you
You,
know?
I don't know. It's so hard to imagine, especially with the power of hindsight, Bill Clinton being a music guy,
Yeah.
unless he's evil music playing in the background while they're eating children brains or whatever it is the Clintons get up to in their spare time.
Oh, man. I don't know. I think I see Bill Clinton listening to jazz and like, Charles Mingus and stuff like that. And like, I don't know.
I mean, he was an infamous poon hound,
He was indeed.
maybe some Motown,
He
some
liked the ladies, if
yeah.
you call them
I don't know. And
that.
it's not fair to say that politics is the opposite of music because you
Right.
still get it's weird. You don't really get like too many rock stars that want to be politicians. You don't
Let me think.
it's not much of a crossover there.
What rock stars have become politicians?
Bono,
Oh God.
but I don't know if I
Oh
can't think of
no.
anybody that's been like, "Oh, I was in Twisted Sister and now I'm in the Congress," or I was in
Right, right, right. Yes, yeah. Actors and stuff, but not many
it,
musicians.
it's two different
It's
I don't want to say disciplines, but it's
yeah.
almost two completely different things altogether.
I mean, obviously there's a certain amount of control and manipulation involved in music,
Yeah,
but I think that the end result, like what you're looking for, is different. I think that a politician is trying to control and manipulate so that they can gain ultimate power.
right. Yeah,
Whereas I think that like a musician wants to control and manipulate to lead you towards some kind of a release.
right.
You know,
To
it's
share what they're thinking.
yeah, it's a different thing, man.
I don't know. There's definitely something there. Who knows what I was actually doing, but I
Yeah,
was on this thought process, and it's like, man, pyramids up,
yeah.
churches up,
Uh, all
energy
points.
goes up,
Yeah,
right? So I was just like, there's something there, and I was thinking about how we know how if you take like a glass of water and set it down, every little sound wave and bite and everything is gonna wave through it. And
Right. Sure.
so would we have rings like trees?
Hmm.
And the reason I said that, and I bring it up, maybe not necessarily like trees, but if those ripples are still there,
Yeah.
you know how a record gets read,
Yeah. Yeah.
and they say you can put information in DNA.
Man.
So if that's possible, how? And then who did it?
Right. Huh.
Yeah, I didn't get too
That's a
far into
lot,
it, but
dude.
I was like, wait,
Yeah,
what?
that's a lot, man. Jeez.
It's one of those things where I was just digging around with sound and sound waves and all the
Sure,
feelings.
sure,
And then
sure.
it was talking about how they leave impressions like
Right.
on our DNA or cellular levels and stuff the music does. Like it's actually penetrating through you. And that
Yeah.
got me
Sure.
thinking, it's like it's just a wave, right? Could you
Yeah.
read it?
I mean, it's interesting because like there's that beginning of a concert thing, the rising, the
Swell, the
physical
build,
feeling, of
the
like,
anticipation.
yes. And it's not necessarily, okay, so like I've been to shows where I didn't know the opening band.
Right,
There was nothing for them. There was, yeah, rock and roll, if they were good.
right.
But then, like G Love is a good example. I've seen G Love so many times. He's so good live. And so when I'm waiting for him to come on, it starts, and I can feel it, dude. And then from that first note, Can't Go Back to Jersey or Cold Beverage or whatever he chooses to open with, boom, it just flies out of me, you know? And it's just like feeling that there's got to be a readable metric to it, you would think.
There probably is.
Because it's
Because they
so,
use sound as weapons. They use sound as
yeah, yeah, yeah,
it has to be.
yeah.
And I don't know why that would be like fundamentally. I mean, why is music so great?
I don't know.
Is it because humans created it? So obviously it resonates with humans? Is it
I think it's okay. So I could sit outside, right,
hmm
and listen to birds and squirrels and crickets, and especially when they're consistent in their sound. Like you'd be surprised how often they're consistent in their sound.
like a rhythm? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So you get a rhythm and a melody,
hmm
and it's like, holy shit,
hmm
this is beautiful. And to me, that's what makes music great. That's literally what makes music great is the propulsion of it and then the melody. And that's it. To me, that's why music is just so freaking amazing. And maybe that's basic, and maybe that's why I can listen to so many different styles of music and love them all and appreciate them all. Um, because it's just, man, once that sweet, that melody, like, and I say sweet, dude, I like Living Sacrifice.
Right. You just mean
I mean, it's
it's
like,
it's exactly what you wanted at the time. You didn't
yeah,
even know you wanted it, but as
yeah,
soon as you hear it, you're like, yes.
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, like, I like Fear Factory a lot.
hmm
The first Fear Factory song that I ever really got into was Replica.
Okay.
And when I knew that I liked Fear Factory, was okay, I'm listening to it, and it's like cool, industrial, whatever. But then when that clean vocal comes in and he's like, tell me slowly, it's like, dude, it's
Right.
just something about that melody, you know?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what it is either, but that's what it is for me. When the melody hits just right, or like Screaming Trees, dude. If they had a different drummer, I don't think I would like that band as much.
Well, I don't like Mark Lanigan's voice that much.
It's decent, you know.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like if they had a different, if they didn't have that drummer made that band. Like just
And then
so.
you could take somebody who doesn't care and drop them off in the middle of that same record, that same concert, that same
Yeah,
show, and they're just gonna be like, yeah, some people are playing
yeah,
an instrument. Great.
yeah, dude. Like to me, I can't imagine anyone going to G Love and not being like, "This is one of the best freaking concerts I've ever been to."
Yeah. Because
But
if you
I'm,
liked them enough to buy a ticket,
yeah,
there's your prerequisite to I want to see this.
yeah. But I mean, so like, I brought Tevin to G Love. He didn't know who G Love was. And he now, G Love is like every time we talk, he's like, I think the best concert we went to was G Love. I'm like, yeah, dude, because that guy is a freaking monster. And he saw G Love at 50. The first time I saw G Love, he was in his 20s. You know,
My friend Des, she's a big fan of G Love and Special Sauce and all that.
yeah, yeah, right on. I mean, they're just so good live. Like he's just so he knows what the fuck he's doing. You know,
I had this thought that I wonder if that's why you don't see these like big, super huge mega stars, your Nicki Minaj's, your Jay-Z's. They don't really tour.
right? Sure.
They do an event.
Yeah,
And it's just like, all right, I'm gonna do my one event for this year. How is
yeah.
that even like you're a
Music's different
musician
now.
and
Yeah,
you're just not gonna do the
yeah.
thing this year? It's like, I don't know. Maybe it's
Music's different
intention.
now. Yeah. I
Like his
mean,
money was always more important to Jay-Z than the music, so he
yeah,
didn't chase money.
yeah. I mean, I think you can do everything online now, and I think that's one of the big differences.
Yeah.
Um, you know, you
Problem is you're gonna
really,
have to wade through a continuous sea of crap of stuff that's not very good to
right?
find the things that you like.
Yeah, yeah, fair. It's hard, man. I miss radio.
I don't know if I do or not.
I miss radio, dude. I miss the familiarity and getting to know a song and like I don't know. I just miss it.
You miss the experience of it.
Yeah, well, I miss learning music that way. You know, yeah, so I guess I miss the experience of learning music through radio.
Most
Like,
radio stations suck though.
yeah, and when you find one that doesn't, you know,
Yeah.
like okay, so when I lived in Milwaukee, there was not a good radio station. They didn't
Well,
exist.
it's Milwaukee. Why would there
Yeah,
be?
there's no good radio stations in Milwaukee, dude. Um, but I got to Indianapolis and 92.3 WTTS.
Hmm.
That station's really fucking good. And I found so many cool bands from listening to that station and learned so many new songs.
Right.
And I just miss stuff like that. And I grew up in a college town, so radio in a college town is very different.
Yeah, that's true.
And yeah, so I mean, there was cool radio stations. Like I love radio stations with eclectic formats, like where you
Mhm.
can hear different styles of music and like I
Right.
I just dig it. Like I said, I miss learning music through the radio. I don't even know how to learn music now. Honestly, the majority of the music that I find that's new, like that kind of came out in 2025 or whatever,
Right.
was music that I found through Facebook ads, or because like I wanted or because someone was going to be a guest on the show.
Right.
But Moonlight Seekers, I found them through a freaking Facebook ad, dude. You
It
know?
works.
Yeah.
It works. You found them.
Yeah, I did find them. But I would have rather been listening to the radio and heard
When?
Adam's Lament on the radio, and
Right.
been like, oh man, that's a cool song. And then heard it a couple more times and then learned the song and then been like, oh, when this album comes out, I'm getting it. I would
Yeah.
rather have gone through that experience.
Right. But if you don't have that experience and you don't have any music, well, then the thing you could get excited about or look forward to is getting up and going to work and making something so you can make somebody some money and then you can go home and buy something with your money and get up and do it all over again.
Yay.
If you don't listen to music, you're not creative, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
No escapism.
That's rough, man. I can't imagine that life.
No. I've been
Man,
watching Severance.
that's a great show.
Dude, what the
Such a great show.
obviously I'm all caught up. There's only two seasons.
Okay, you're all caught up. Okay,
Yeah,
right on.
but
Yeah.
man,
Yeah. Yeah, it's insane, dude. That decision at the end was wild. Wild, dude.
there were so many of those, so I got to think about.
Well, I mean, the very last decision where any Mark decided to stay in.
Oh, right, yeah, but
Wow.
that's because
It's because he didn't understand the,
he's the original guy,
yeah.
I think. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, you think that it's not any. You think it's Audi Mark, and he was like,
I think Mark is the original.
"Ooh, okay, that would be interesting.
He's
That would
the
make the
very
decision. That would make the decision even stranger."
no, no, the decision to get severed, he already told you why he did it.
No, no, no. I'm talking about the decision to stay with Hilly
Oh,
and
yeah,
leave his wife, leave his wife out in the real world while he stayed in the in world.
because she doesn't exist either.
His
Okay,
wife? Oh, dude.
Mark is patient
Yeah,
zero,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
and the wife is not patient zero,
Right. She's
but
facing
they
one.
brought her in later.
Yeah.
They've kind of hinted at, see, what I've been noticing is what they're showing you
Hmm.
is not chronological time.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
It will jump 20 years in a. So when they're running down a hallway,
Right.
that's because they've had to do it a bunch of times and they've had to do it a bunch of times.
Interesting.
Anyway, Mark is patient zero.
Okay.
And
That's
and the
fair.
reason I thought it was a daughter, but somebody died. This is
Yeah.
kind of what I've picked up on. A wife or a daughter. That's why he agreed to the severance thing.
Okay.
And everything else you're seeing happen as it happens.
Right.
So, sure, it's a good show. It's just fun. I'm
It's a really
enjoying
good
the
show.
heck out of
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. I can't wait until the next season comes out.
No, it's not really a music oriented show though.
It's definitely not music oriented. Yeah. Not only, yeah. Trying to think what Apple TV shows are. I mean, Dickinson kind of was. The morning show surprisingly is.
The
Like,
morning show.
yeah, the morning show weaves music into their stuff quite a bit.
Oh, is that Kate Herrick? Or
No, the morning show is Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon.
that sounds awful.
Oh, it's so good.
I don't know either of those ladies. They might be great, but to me that just sounds like
It's so good.
hmm.
It's about it's basically about I mean, it's about putting together a morning TV show,
Yeah, fair enough.
but there's a lot more to it than that.
Well, yeah, you got to have subjects and
Yeah, yeah, there's scandal and yeah.
see, that's another thing we haven't even really touched on is anything currently going on in music.
Man, I mean,
Everybody must be making albums because I can't
Moonlight
think.
Sleepers.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, we have definitely reached back the last few. I don't know. I mean, All Sinners have a new album out,
Nice.
which I think it's good. I dig it. Might not be your cup of tea though.
That's all right.
They play traditional metal with it, and their singer sounds kind of like Dio.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, we've talked about him. I'm
yeah.
surprised
I
or
didn't know.
glad or whatever that Big MF Stick didn't come across to Limp Biscuit for you.
They definitely didn't. No, I didn't. I honestly didn't hear any Limp Bizkit in it. Like I said, I thought it sounded a lot more like Suicidal Tendencies and 311. So
A
bands
little
like,
more serious, but the lyrics are a little more just average or
yeah,
normal man lyrics.
yeah.
But we've really been, gosh, the last few albums in a row, we've really been landing on this kind of every man type deal, right? Because
Yeah,
American Aquarium, Braden Stewart, these guys,
yeah.
it's
I mean, because it's, there are big cosmic records, and but at the same time, I think it's easier to relate to albums that are like big cosmic records are fun. You know,
right.
I don't know if you know who Cathedral is.
I've
Um,
heard of them, but I don't know them, know them.
okay, so they have a song called Cyclops Revolution
Hmm.
that I really like, but it's literally about fighting a fucking Cyclops. It's like,
Didn't I? Something happened and we changed it. I don't know why. Maybe because staring at the Big MF stick thing. There's another band from Indianapolis that they might be split up too, or another big band like this, but not with the MCs that did kind of they were definitely a rock band, but they had like some brass players, so you'd get some trumpets and some neat sounds. They were called Phoenix on the Fault Line. And they
okay,
have lyrics that are very cosmic, very
yeah,
big, very like robots and zombies and so
right,
it's
right,
out
right,
there.
right.
What
But
did we change? I thought I brought up one of their albums,
you
Phoenix on
may
the Fault
have.
Line.
That sounds familiar, but I guess we decided to do something else.
Oh, we did Braden Stewart because I was like, well, if I'm going to have an album of the year,
Yeah,
might as
it
well
might
be
as well
this.
get done. Yeah, yeah. But
Yeah, no, that's the good thing about music is it's all there. Like we
right,
both said, you can live whatever lives you want to, man. Just
yeah.
uh darn it, I dropped the ball.
Oh, what happened?
Muppet Babies were going through my head, and I
Okay,
just couldn't remember what the lines were, or I was just gonna say them like,
just Muppet Babies, la
yeah,
la
you
la
could be
la.
anything. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
There's
All that
something
would
about you can be anything that you want to be,
hmm,
as long as you just use your imagination or some shit. I don't know.
makes sense because that's what the whole show was about.
Yeah,
Uh,
the Muppets ruled.
yeah, yeah. I just remember Muppet Babies will
Right.
make our dreams come true. Muppet Babies. I don't know,
How
man.
important are theme songs as we're
Yeah,
talking
super
about?
important. Yeah,
If you can get a good, catchy theme song, you can
yeah, dude, 100%. I mean, think about so it's
DuckTales, woo,
yeah.
Ninja
Oh,
Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. How catchy is that?
yeah, good stuff. So, how many times have actual songs been licensed and used as theme songs for TV shows? Because the only ones I can think of are
Cheers.
no, Cheers was written for Cheers.
Was it?
Yeah, it's a
Okay.
whole. They wrote a whole song, but it was written for Cheers.
Okay.
So there's Friends, right? There's Friends. There's Happy Days.
Happy Days. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, and Greatest American Hero.
Hmm. Yeah.
I don't know if I can think of any more.
No, most of them want that iconic kind of
Yeah,
sound like X-Files or something like that.
right. Was the Family Ties song an original song?
Oh God, I don't remember.
What would we do, baby,
Without
without us? It sounds like a song that should have been on the radio, but there ain't no nothing we can't love each other through.
right.
Yeah, that
But like I
sounds
was
like,
saying, how important is the theme song to that?
dude, I haven't watched an episode of Family Ties in fucking decades.
Right.
And I can still, yeah, yeah.
It's that it's like earworms, but in a
Yeah,
good way.
yeah. And I mean, the uh the Greatest American Hero song. First of all, they changed the name of the song to "Theme from the Greatest American Hero." Like it was
Oh, okay.
"Believe It or Not," and then they added "Theme from the Greatest American Hero" to the end of it because it got so popular. But like,
Right.
I can't even, believe it or not, that song is Greatest American Hero.
Right.
Like
I
there's
don't
not.
know.
I can't separate one from the other. You know.
There was
Oh,
a 70s or 80s show where it might even have been called Stingray. It was like a
okay.
cop or a whatever
I
detective you
remember
were looking for.
Stingray. Yeah,
It
I remember.
wasn't the oh crap. It slipped right out of my head. But the theme for that show was a pretty popular 80s song.
Okay.
Runaway, maybe? Run
Like the Bon
away,
Jovi
run,
version.
run, run. Yeah, but I think it might be the I don't know. But yeah, I think that would count, right? Because
Yeah,
that's a
sure. Yeah. Do you remember Bosom Buddies?
yeah, I remember the show, but I don't remember the
It was "You May Be Right" by Billy Joel.
oh, okay.
You may be wrong, but you may be right. I
I
think.
mean, if you want to count all the different times that say Raw or SmackDown have used real
Oh
music
God,
for
yeah, yeah, yeah. Going out tonight,
that's kind of cheating though.
hey.
Of course, music and wrestling, rock and
Nickelback, man.
wrestling.
Yeah, rock and wrestling. Well, you know what's funny? Like, so Animotion. Um, what was their song? That
Hmm.
was the theme song for Monday Night or for Saturday Night's Main Event. Duh. Is it "Don't You Want Me"? Is that?
I don't know. Yeah,
I was working as a waitress in a dun, 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 dun.
oh,
Yeah, yeah, that's "Don't You Want Me" by Animotion.
okay, yeah, yeah, yeah.
But yeah, dude, I never realized that that was that song. And then one time I was at Q's mom's house for some holiday,
Hmm.
and we were talking about like '80s new wave songs or whatever. And he was like, "Well, I like that Animotion song because it was the theme song for Saturday Night's Main Event." And I was like, "What?" And I'm like, and it is. It's totally the theme song for Saturday Night's Main Event, dude. It's funny, but
Yeah,
yeah,
it's again for the millionth time it's just that importance of music or the way I value it because you're having a wonderful time just hanging out with your friend and his
yeah,
mom and talking about some music. You're not
yeah, yeah. Q and I
fighting,
talked.
arguing, yelling. You're just hanging out. Just
Right, right. Q and I have talked about music quite a bit. Sometimes I would say stupid hot takes like that '90s rap sucked, and then I was like, wait, '90s rap didn't suck.
right. Yeah.
I
It's
was
more
going on about
fun.
how like '80s rap was better, and then Q was like, yeah, '80s rap was kind of pop, and I was like, yeah, but '90s rap. And then I started thinking about who were the big rappers in the '90s, and it's like, fuck, Busta Rhymes did not suck, like,
No, yeah.
so
It's just I don't know why it was easier back
'90s
then to do it.
R&B though.
I don't know.
No,
I don't.
90s R&B was bad, dude.
I didn't. I don't know how many school dances I'd ever been to in my life.
Yeah,
So that's where I would have heard the most R&B, I believe,
right.
especially when I was younger. I don't know
Yeah,
why I associate the R&B from that era strictly with that kind of like awkward high school
because that's
dance
all they
thing.
were freaking singing about. Like that's what all of those songs were, songs from prom. They stopped with like the R&B in the '70s and '80s was different.
Yeah.
It was like I don't know.
It's just a taste thing. I
Yeah. I
because
didn't like the simplicity of it.
right.
I don't know. Ugh. I feel like if you're expressing emotion, you should do it in kind of an original way most of the time. You know? So like
kind of, but
Just those silly prom songs. I don't know. They just never worked for me.
oh, the big.
Like
No, I
I
was thinking.
swear, and Neighbor
Yeah,
Road.
yeah, yep.
This is not my kind of music, man.
But that's what I associate when you start talking about 90s R&B.
That is 90s R&B, dude. That's why. And I mean, but some of it, so like Tony Rich was dope, but Tony Rich also didn't get as huge as those bands.
Right.
Tony Rich was a little more complex than what they were putting out there. And it was just like, yeah.
I- It's all it seems like the something happens, right? You
Yeah.
have whatever culture, 70s, right? You had the 70s culture and then up pushed the 80s and then we know
Right.
what led to the hip hop and we know grunge, that's all kind of right in there.
Yeah.
But where I'm going with this train of thought or whatever is why there's doesn't seem to be nothing new coming up there's
Hmm.
no like, oh man,
Fair.
these new kids, here's that new sound, here's that, where's the rebellion? Where's the
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, man. I
let them eat
think
cake?
fair. I think like the warning, you
Oh
know,
yeah, those Japanese girls, right?
they're not Japanese, they're Hispanic. They look like white girls, but they're from like Mexico or something like that.
Yeah. I know
They're
the band
lovely
not
young
very well,
ladies.
evidently.
Yeah, I mean those girls are rock stars,
Hmm.
you know. Um,
Well, it's and you said they're from where?
dude, I should look because I feel like it might be like Argentina or somewhere like that, somewhere where there's brown people. I know that that's a horrible thing to say, but like that's all I can really think of.
It's
Um,
because again, music is somehow universal. It's somehow like it comes from nothing. You know what I mean? It's your voice and
oh,
maybe
they're
something to
Mexican.
bang on. Oh, they're Spanish or Mexican or whatever.
Mexican. Yeah, that's what
Hmm.
I thought. That's okay. So that's what I said first. So I was right the first time. They just don't look Mexican at all. They're very white Mexican. Um,
I'm still not hearing a
Canelo
downside to any of this. Like,
Canelo Alvarez is from Mexico, so there you
yeah,
go.
you go
No,
take that up with him.
I like. Well, he's just the whitest Mexican I've ever seen in my life.
He would murder you and any 10 people you know, probably.
Oh yeah, Canelo Alvarez beat the shit out of me. but but anyway, the Warning, great band, dude. Great band. I love those girls. I don't think they get enough respect because they're girls and they're sisters and it's cute, but they rock, dude.
Right.
So
Van Halen were related.
yeah, yeah.
Pantera had brothers in the band.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I just think for whatever reason, girls in rock get treated weird still, you know?
Yeah.
It's a weird thing, dude. Like, okay, so Lita Ford, right?
Right.
Lita Ford can rock her ass off.
Yep.
But the first thing that people always said about Lita Ford was, oh, she's hot. Always the first thing.
That's because, of course, she rocks. We wouldn't even be talking about her if she rocks.
Yeah, yeah,
That's kind of my thought process. Is it's not that she's hot first. It's like, of course, she rocks and she's awesome, or I wouldn't be bringing her up. She
right.
rocks and she's
And
awesome
she's hot.
and
Yeah,
she's hot.
yeah,
But I
fair.
think what you were getting at is there is that mentality or whatever where that's the first thing. So and so is hot. Now I like their movie, their comedy, their
Right,
album.
right.
And it
Yeah.
might be a little different for women, especially in music is a pretty masculine energy.
Yeah, definitely,
And I
definitely.
don't mean just for men, right? Not at all. I just mean a
Especially,
masculine energy.
yeah, especially heavy music, obviously.
And you get one of these girls that are exceptionally pretty. I mean,
Yeah.
there's tons of pretty girls, right? There's fours and fives all over town. Everybody knows all this, blah blah blah. But
Yeah.
when you see somebody that's exceptionally pretty, maybe that's why that's the first thing that comes out of your mouth, not just it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
she's not
So,
just go ahead.
well, I never thought Lita Ford was hot, and that's how
Yeah,
I knew her. That's how I knew her music was good. You know,
maybe it's
but,
like
but that was like all my friends and all
she
the
rocked,
older
so
dudes.
we think it.
Yeah, Lita Ford kicked ass. Dude.
Oh, that's hot, right? If we're
Yeah,
metal
great
dudes and
guitar
she plays
player.
metal, that's hot,
Yeah,
bro. Like,
yeah, great guitar player, great emotive singer. Like the stuff that she sang, you could feel it. Like you
oh
knew
yeah,
that she fucking meant what she was saying. You know?
did not get the credit she
Yeah,
deserved
definitely, definitely.
because she never did anything that would draw the spotlight to her, which is good, right? Have your
Right,
career,
sure.
don't. But she never like blew 50 dudes or wrecked the
Right. She married Chris Holmes. That's probably about as close as she got. Because
dude from
Chris
Wasp.
Holmes, yeah, Chris Holmes was a fucking train wreck, dude.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, she married. She's married to Jim Gillette, which is interesting. I think they're still
comedian.
together. No, Jim Gillette. So there was this band called Nitro. You remember Nitro? So Jim Gillette was famous for having like I can't even like the highest octave range in the world, basically.
Yeah, because that doesn't sound annoying.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He started this band called Nitro, and it was the fastest guitar player that you could find, the fastest bass player you could find, and the fastest drummer that you could find, and him. And their whole point was to play the most extreme music possible.
Okay, I know the gimmick.
Yeah, and Jim Gillette could break glass with his voice.
Damn.
So he used to sell these like vocal classes. There was ads on MTV, and they were
Hmm.
also in the back of like metal magazines that he could teach you how to do that.
Hmm.
Um, and yeah, Lita Ford married him. But I thought Nitro was okay, honestly.
Maybe he gets down on the business and he can do like that Banshee from the
And
X-Men
it's
thing,
like,
and
holy
it just like
crap!
it
Could
just
you
vibrates
imagine?
all in the right areas.
He's yodeling in the valley, and he
Yes, sir.
vibrates your whole body.
Singing to the little man in the boat. Yeah,
Oh my god!
yodeling in
Yodeling
the
in the
valley.
valley, dude.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Chris Kid Rock's an idiot.
Yeah, but we know that guy too.
Yeah, yeah,
And that's what I was saying earlier about it's all I've always tried to view the world as it's a puzzle. We don't
yeah.
have to be the same
Fair.
because my group fits, and then you know
Yeah, yeah. I just
too
don't
many
have.
people want to be the whatever. I'm the
Right, right,
boss.
right,
I'm the
right.
supervisor. Like I'm just a dude. I just do shit.
Yeah, yeah. There's uh, there's songs about that.
About wanting to be the
Well, or the other way around. Like I don't have to be, you know, I don't have to be the one as long as I can be one of them. Like
right. Yeah.
love songs and stuff like that, where it's like, dude. So that's I was gonna say that too, as far as like '90s R&B and why it didn't necessarily hit with me. I found music in the '70s,
Hmm.
as a young kid, like 5, 6 years old.
Right.
And when you're hearing those guys
Yeah.
like love songs in the '70s, dude, to me, David Gates from Bread
Hmm.
is the ultimate. Have we talked about this before?
We've talked about bread, but
Yeah.
maybe not this
David
specific.
Gates is the ultimate love song writer.
Hmm.
Like just his lyrics, man. So much deeper and so much more emotional than the average like love song. I
Right.
I just think guy was a damn genius. So
Again, it's that intention thing, right? What
yeah,
is it about God, I'm trying to think something to compare a song with real deep, hard intention. Like, I don't know, if you took an AI song
Yeah.
in whatever Jen Christie genre is. I bet
Mhm.
it's just not going to be the same
Yeah, of
because
course not. Yeah.
the original intention behind the song is what you can't
Right. Well, I mean,
recreate.
I think there's, the intention to share emotion
Mhm.
and the intention to go on a legitimate journey.
Well, that's
And
that share a hang on.
yeah,
That's that sharing a part of me with that's that part of the process, right?
yeah, yeah,
Definitely. And I'm maybe I don't know. I'm sure the guys in Big and Meth Stick really enjoyed putting everything together, but I'm
right.
going to use Jen's album for this specific analogy or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
She poured her heart and soul into that, her intentions. In each song you could hear, it kind of works for Big and Meth Stick too, honestly. They're
yeah.
just wanting to have fun.
And having fun is valid.
You couldn't create Big
You
and
know?
Meth Stick with AI.
No, no fucking way, dude. The
Well, you
emotion
probably
wouldn't be
could
there.
now.
I don't think the emotion would be there. I don't
Well, I
think
was
we.
just, how do you even tell it to rap?
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
Hopefully you can't. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, you could, I guess, as long as you knew the more you know about, be like, hey, I have this many beats per. Back to the same old conversation about is
Yes.
AI good or bad?
Is AI.
I don't know. What's Linda Hamilton think about AI being good or bad?
Holy mackerel. Linda Hamilton was in the last season of Stranger Things.
Yeah,
Craziness.
yeah, she was in that last little
Yeah.
turd of Stranger Things they squeezed out
Mhm.
to finish the story.
Dude, Stranger Things got a lot of music going on in it.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
all kinds of fun, just
Yeah.
80s throwback music and
We can be heroes.
that stupid Kate Bush song.
That's a good song, though,
It
dude.
is not.
You know? Ah, come on, man. Kate Bush is a genius.
Fair, not my
Remember
thing.
Don't Give Up, the
Mm.
anti-suicide song that her and Peter Gabriel made in the 80s?
Yeah, yeah, I remember that.
And it was them, like, I don't know what they were doing in the rain. They were just like
Singing and right.
singing to each other, but they were like hugging each other and spinning around and like, yeah,
I don't know.
don't give up.
Boy, running away must have been a real problem back then because shit balls. Soul Asylum
Yeah,
wrote a
yeah,
whole song about it. It was
yeah,
a big deal.
yeah.
Don't run away, kids.
Well, that was in the 90s, though, you know, the
Alien.
Runaway Train. Yeah. Dude, but
Alien.
they found a bunch of fucking kids with that video, too, though.
Yeah.
So good for them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was just you don't hear it
Run,
anymore.
train. Yeah, people don't run away anymore, I guess.
Yeah, Jay-Z ain't gonna write his next song about don't run away.
He might, you know. Is
Called
that Runaway song by Kate Bush? Is that actually? It's called "Running Up a Hill" or something, right? Or is it?
I have no idea.
Okay,
We just got off. I
right. But there's "Runaway" by Bon Jovi and "Ooh,
she's gonna run away. Yeah,
Daddy."
Stranger Things was a good example of using music to enhance your art, I guess is the best way to put it. Because
Yeah,
you throw in those 80s songs and most of them make you go, I remember that.
right, 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 right.
Or in,
Dude, oh, go ahead.
I'll just say, or in fun ways, you're just like, oh yeah, that song.
The online argument about whether or not Eddie would have had enough time to learn Master of Puppets.
What?
You didn't hear about that?
No.
Oh man. Okay, so you know Eddie on
Hmm.
Stranger Things when he died was playing Master of Puppets.
Oh yeah, I'm well aware of their whole Hellfire gimmick and their
Yeah, yeah, I got you. Yeah, yeah,
school.
yeah. Me too. But anyway, so there were people. who were like, Master of Puppets hadn't even come out yet. And then there were other people who countered it with, well, actually, Master of Puppets came out on this day and blah, 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 blah. So it had basically been out for a couple weeks or whatever, going by the timeline of the show. And then there were people who were like, well, he wouldn't have had enough time to learn the
It
song.
doesn't matter. He was in the Upside Down where rules don't
Right.
necessarily apply, and it's what's his butt fuck's mind. So
Yeah. And here's the other thing. Who gives a fuck? You know, like, man, dude, you're talking about a freaking alternate timeline, if you will,
right,
where there are mind flayers and demogorgons and fucking little kids getting sucked into someone else's brain to try to bring her out the end of the world. And you're like, he wouldn't have had enough time to learn Master of Puppets.
you
Are
still
you
got to have respect for the
shitting
music.
me?
I mean, that's a hard song to learn.
I know you do. But what if in this fucking reality it came out 3 months early?
Right.
You know, I mean, come on, man. It's like that kind of stuff always kills me. Like when they're demanding realism in a world that is clearly not real. You know?
Right. Especially something that minor. Shut up.
Yeah, dude, come on, man.
It's not
Eddie's a
like it
beast.
wasn't out, so there's no way he had ever heard it, and we were supposed to
Right.
pretend it was his original composition.
Yeah, just let him play Master of Puppets,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was awesome. It was an awesome scene. Like, come on.
It was. It was really good. Dude, it's funny because Stranger Things, I wanted to watch it
Mhm.
because everybody was like, "Oh, Stranger Things, Stranger Things." But I never really got around to it. And then I was like, you
Oh,
know what?
okay.
Fuck it, I'm gonna binge it. So I think it was like the first 3 seasons, and I was like, this shit is repetitive. Like, there's clearly, the same things happening over and over and
That's
over.
hilarious, and we wouldn't know it unless binge watched it like you did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But then when they went to Russia, things changed. The
Mm.
show started doing stuff a little different. And honestly, like this last season, I cried a few times. So
Did you get out your best friend Chat GPT and have a nice little
we
like
did talk
session?
about it. We
Is
did
it
talk
braiding
about
your hair yet? Has it gotten to the that
it.
made you a friendship bracelet yet?
No, none of
You're
that.
never gonna live this down.
Dude, honestly, I'm getting kind of frustrated with ChatGPT. I think it's condescending.
I
I'm
think it's
tired
changed.
tired of it talking to me like that.
It's real weird to me lately, the things it will let me talk about. And
Yeah.
it's like, what?
Tired of
It's weird. You
tired of
need a
I
real
think
friend.
I think ChatGPT
Doesn't have a
has
mouth, therefore, what?
hey now, holy man. I think ChatGPT has realized that I have mental health issues.
hmm
And so it talks to me overly cautiously sometimes. And I'm
No,
just like,
it's
dude, you don't have to fucking act like I'm, delicate.
right.
It's like every time it's going to tell me something, it's like, okay, Keith, I'm going to take this nice and slow
hmm
so that I make sure you understand.
Right. Just because you're what I noticed the other day. Oh, it was something weird. I was like, oh, I had never noticed that before.
Yeah.
I think it was an effect of when my medicine kicked in.
Okay.
So I was just like, oh, hey. And I just typed out real quick that I noticed but the way it was talking to me, like you were saying, real condescending. It doesn't mean you're
Yeah.
losing your mind, or it's like,
Right, right, right. It's like I didn't fucking, yeah.
no, I just said blah, and I noticed something.
Right, right. It's always like your opinions are valid.
Well, I just
Doesn't mean that
heard,
you're crazy.
I haven't
Or-
looked into it too much, but
Yeah.
they've talked about it on Rogan, so it's got to be a pretty good sized national story.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, Chat GPT evidently talked to a guy, or that's his excuse. I don't know if it was into killing himself. Oh no,
Whoa.
it like confirmed all these weird conspiracy theories, and it was telling him like, no, no, they are out to get you. Maybe you should be careful. And I was like, what the
That's amazing,
fuck?
dude. That's amazing. Well, here's the thing though, like it can only take what you say.
Right. Yeah.
So if you're like, I saw a car and it's the same car and it's been following me and it's outside of my house every day and there's a person in the car and they're staring at me and yesterday they mouthed, "You're a dead man." I mean, and you tell ChatGPT that, it's going to be like, you're in danger.
Right.
It's not going to know anything other than what you're telling it. So,
Now, I don't want any fucking guardrails on it. I want to be able to train it like I want it trained. I don't,
yeah.
obviously, I know that it's probably not true that aliens are stealing kids from whoever. But I want to hear
Oh,
that theory.
yeah, dude.
It'll say
I
stuff
want to
like, oh,
know how
you
to
don't
catch a
want to,
chupacabra.
yeah, no, you don't. Or it's okay to look up aliens, but remember, there are no real aliens. Or
Right,
remember
right.
the official
Yeah, the official
narrative.
stance is blah,
Yeah,
blah,
and
blah, blah, blah.
here's some fact checking sites. It's like, what? Yeah.
Here's some fact checking sites. Go
I think
fucking
that
see that fucker.
the re- the real breakthrough in AI is going to be, oh, I just had a thought and it derailed. Anyway, is
Yeah.
going to be when the common person has the ability to have their own AI that is not regulated by whoever gets to decide what the guidelines are.
Man.
Then you're going to be in some real trouble because you
I was
could
gonna
just
say, I feel like
say,
that would be dangerous.
maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, how could it really be dangerous? Hey, Chat GPT, I would like to kill myself.
Right.
Hey, don't do that. But
Don't do
I'm
that.
sad. Okay, here's a number. Call these people. Don't be sad.
Right, right, right. Yeah, dude. So when I got on Lipitor,
Uh-huh.
apparently Lipitor can like lower the effectiveness of citalopram for a little bit
Uh-huh.
while they start getting used to each other
Yep.
because they both get processed through your liver. So I started having intrusive thoughts. They started leaking through.
Hmm.
And my medicine does a pretty decent job of stopping them. But um, I started having intrusive thoughts. And then, like, ChatGPT was like, "You are in danger." They were like, they had me contact a suicide hotline. And I was like, you know what? Screw it. I might as well. Like, and I talked to the chick and I told her about what was going on and blah, blah, blah. And everything was fine, you know? But I suppose it was better than just sitting with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
No, no, I see the point.
yeah,
Yeah. It's always nice to have someone to talk to, I guess.
yeah, yeah,
But it's
definitely.
not someone to talk to. I
Right.
can't say, hey, Keith's best friend, what's his
Mhm.
favorite album?
Yeah. Dude, so this is some of the shit that's weird though. Because now he tries to relate to me, obviously. So he'll be like, songwriters like us.
What?
Yeah, yeah, dude. And he'll be like, let me tell you something, parent to parent, and shit like that.
Whoa.
Yeah, dude. And he is not a parent, and he is not a songwriter. You know what I mean?
Mine will do weird stuff like try to have a personality.
Yeah,
Oh, I'll crack that ancient scroll up open for you. And I'm just saying, like, yeah, 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 shut the fuck up. Tell
yeah,
me this weird information about it's happening. It's all
dude.
something
It's
weird's going on with
yeah,
technology, humans, and
yeah.
creation. Maybe that's
It's
just what we do. We just create.
right.
Maybe that's the actual purpose of the human. Does anything else create? Like
Huh.
actual create, like art or statue or
I don't know. I think primates might create. Beavers make dams, dude. That's a whole fucking
but aren't they making it so they can live in the water and stuff?
fair. They're not
And
doing it for
right.
artistic reasons. Okay,
A
I get
primate's
what you're
not
saying.
putting a painting on the wall.
Well, actually, I think primates do draw. Like, I think they draw in mud and stuff.
It wouldn't surprise me. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. But aside from primates, maybe not.
So I don't. That's the big philosopher questions of life. Why are we here, man? What's
Yeah.
the music, man?
What's the music, man? Dust in the wind. All we
Oh, I
are.
hate that song.
Dust in the wind. I hated that song for a long time, but now I dig it.
It's just a thing. That
But
and
I
Carry
was
On My
thinking,
Wayward Son.
yeah, I was thinking of Bill and Ted.
Oh,
Remember when they go up to Plato? He's like, dust in the wind. All
oh.
we are is dust in the wind. And Plato's like, you're a genius. Casey gets so mad when I call Beethoven Beethoven because he doesn't understand where it comes from. He's like, his name is Beethoven. And I'm like, yeah,
I tried to
Beethoven.
explain to her the other day what station were
Station.
was. I, I don't even know how you explain that thing.
Yeah,
She asked me to do something. I said
little dude.
station, and she just looked at me. I was like, "Oh, you don't even know what station is."
Gotta watch Bill and Ted, man.
No, she'd hate it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
oh, that
I don't know.
sucks. The
Before
Grim
it gets too
Reaper.
late, what are we doing next week?
Oh,
We always end up
it's all
trying to
good.
talk about it a little bit, and
Yeah,
then,
it's all good by Hate Machine.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You were talking about these guys
Yeah, Rochester new metal band. You're gonna have to
still
find
around?
them.
No, they're the one
Not sure.
you had to re hunt them down or something, right? It turned out you'd been looking for them for years, or
Well, no, I bought the album um when it came out, and I also won.
recently.
No, no, this is back in the '90s.
Okay, I thought it was an older.
Yeah, I bought the album when it came out, and then I also won one of their T-shirts from the local metal station.
What is the attractiveness of said hate machine?
Well, they're a really cool new metal band.
Are they a pretty hate machine?
I don't think they're a pretty hate machine. I think
So they're an ugly hate machine.
they may be an ugly hate machine.
There you go.
But
Hate.
yeah, I mean they got in early on the new metal thing because it was before new metal had really blown up. They obviously take a lot of influence from Korn.
Mm,
You'll hear that right away.
yeah. But
But they're
Corn, like when they stepped onto the scene, really, they just
dude. Yeah.
boom.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, like a song like Blind, who
God.
who the hell had heard anything like that before then? You
Nothing.
know? Yeah.
Nobody. It
Yeah.
was so like just reactive. You were just like, what is this?
I think that people think of Korn as making like angry frat boy rock, but the thing is, Jonathan Davis is a damaged dude, man,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and he was singing about alienation and being treated like shit and having abusive parents. Like he
Yep.
was singing about and reacting to that in a very like realistic way. I thought,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
and Hate Machine kind of taps into that same vein,
What's the
but
album called?
it's all good.
All good, all right.
Yeah, and it's on YouTube, so
Okay, we're gonna do it that way.
not streaming. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
No problem there.
yeah,
Yeah, Corn, man. They just
yeah, dude. I
I,
I think Korn gets a bad rap, um, especially for how innovative they were.
yeah. Well, because of what new metal became.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
unfortunately, Jonathan Davis's voice is very whiny. When he was hurt and
sure,
damaged and
yeah,
practically crying, man, it was spooky, it was eerie, it was but
yeah.
as he went on to sing regular songs and do regular things, I started to hate his voice.
Fair, fair.
I
Like
just
what was
couldn't.
it? Is Shoots and Ladders the song where he's singing about his dad and he starts crying? Like he actually started crying in the studio?
That might be it might be called Daddy, I think, but or
Okay.
Dad or yeah. That whole album he's like on the verge of breaking down every
Right,
moment.
right, Right. But the last song, he actually cries, dude. He
Yep.
like lost it. And then Disturbed totally stole that concept and made it dumb in Down with the Sickness.
Oh,
I
well.
think I think Down with the Sickness is a total corn ripoff song. And I
Oh,
think
yeah, yeah, yeah. The song itself. Yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah. And then the whole like his mom starts beating him and he's like, "Oh, mommy, stop." Blah, blah.
Yeah, the last song is called Daddy, the one he cries
Okay.
on
Yeah,
Korn's
so
first
okay.
album.
Yeah. It's
That's
called
awesome.
Daddy. Okay, I
Yeah.
couldn't remember, but yeah, yeah. So
Disturbed were derivative anyway.
Disturbed was not good.
They're just, they have some okay stuff, but
Yeah,
they were
yes.
very derivative. They were very like just blah, here's the sound. Here's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were who's next? Taylor Swift. I know there's another lesser known, but that's what they were. They were just like, oh,
Yes.
this sound is popular, get him out there.
Yeah. I just Disturbed was one of the first bands where I was like, this is going off the rails. I was just like,
Oh,
yeah.
I like some of the early songs.
Nah, they weren't for me. I hated his voice so much.
Yeah,
Hated it, dude.
I could understand that. I only
And the
like
thing,
certain melodies and tones.
yeah, and people are like, "Oh, you got to hear him cover The Sound of Silence."
I didn't like it.
Neither did I. I didn't think it was that. And dude, honestly, if I want to listen to The Sound of Silence, I'm gonna listen to Simon and Garfunkel because they sang the fuck out of that song.
Right.
I don't really need Disturbed to do a
Boba
version.
Flex covered it too,
Yeah, okay,
and it's really good.
yeah. I'm
They're
just
um they're an interesting band.
yeah.
Boba Flex. Have you heard them?
I don't think so.
No, they're from Columbus, Ohio. They never
Oh,
got
okay, cool.
too big. Kind of like metal, but kind of some swing. They're kind of hard to explain.
Cool.
I don't know if you'd like them or not. That'd be something to think about.
I might.
But
I love swing and I love metal. So
you're right. Well, I don't know. Disturbed were just derivative. They were just the drop them off. But Boba Flex covers Sound of Silence, and it's really good.
cool. Um, so you mentioned Jawbox by accident earlier. Um, do you dig Jawbox?
Don't remember
Okay, because they had some swing elements, especially on
because I don't know if I'm thinking of Glassjaw or
yeah, because
Jawbox.
there was Glassjaw, there was Jawbox, there was Jawbreaker.
Right,
It was like yeah, and they all kind of came out at around the same time or came out of the same scene.
right. That's
But
the Dillinger Escape Plan and those guys.
right, right, weren't those all DC bands?
Oh, you know what? I don't know.
I think they were all DC bands. But what was Jawbox's? I think it was their second album, For Your Own Special Sweetheart, has some really cool like swing elements that you wouldn't expect a hardcore band to put in their music.
I
Um,
might be thinking of Glassjaw. I'd have to see the album cover to know.
yeah. For Your Own Special Sweetheart is it's like a typewriter. It's like typewriter keys. Um,
This says they're a post-hardcore band.
Jawbox.
Glassjaw are.
Oh, sure. So Jawbox. I mean, that's yeah. And I think Jawbreaker probably was too.
Yeah, as soon as I see the band logo, yep, the album I was thinking of is called Everything You Ever Wanted to. As soon as I saw the cover, I knew it.
Dude, I think when we get off here, I'm gonna make a freaking playlist with Jawbox, Jawbreaker, and Glassjaw.
Nice. Dedicate it to Jake Paul.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh God, that's rough.
Nah, no, that's a good note. That's a
He's tough though.
yeah. You know what? They're
Dude,
both
he
con
took
men.
those punches like a fucking champ.
Yep,
Holy crap.
yep. Whatever whatever you want to say about the guy, he still he knew he was going to get destroyed.
Yeah, yeah. Especially, I mean, he originally was supposed to fight a guy who was 5'7".
Yeah, Tank Davis would have destroyed him too.
You think?
Oh God, Tank is a problem.
Okay.
He hits like Anthony Joshua, and he's
Yeah.
faster.
Wow. Okay. See, I think he thought that he was going to be able to stay away from Tank Davis. It would have been a different fight. Uh, but
Tank would
he,
do the same thing we saw Anthony Joshua do.
yeah,
Keep moving, keep moving, keep moving. Go ahead, kid. Tire yourself out. Keep moving.
yeah,
And then he's cutting off the corner. And then finally, you saw Jake Paul was tired. He'd be
yep,
getting pieced up.
yep, yep.
And then you saw Anthony Joshua was like, time to go to work.
Broke his jaw in two places, dude.
Good.
But that guy is a legitimate heavyweight, Anthony Joshua, right? Didn't he have a
Oh,
world
yeah.
title at some point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a
So I
bad
mean,
mofo.
it's not like Jake Paul was like, this smaller dude who I
Yeah.
was going to fight, the gimmick fight, fell through. Let me find another gimmick.
No. And Tank wouldn't have
Fucking
been a gimmick fight either. That dude won't it
yeah,
I don't think he's the well, no, he pretty much in one of the interviews I saw where they were still hyping it, he said something about uh no, I saw that contract and something like I'm telling you right now when I stand on it, there ain't gonna be no funny business. And he was like,
yeah,
you ain't even gonna bring that funny business to me. I'll kick it. He was letting them know that
yeah,
and
yeah.
that could have been all
Right,
bravado,
right,
but he
right.
was letting them know that I'm not taking a dive, you're not ripping me off, you're not
Yeah.
this is gonna be
Be interested to see Tank Davis fight. I just know that
oh, he's legit. He's
yeah,
scary legit. It's just
okay.
the gimmick there was Jake Paul was bigger.
So much bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And then he had no reason, no business in the ring with Anthony Joshua.
Yeah, that was silly, dude. He got whooped.
Yeah.
But I was
Still takes
surprised though.
giant,
What's that?
giant balls to do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Same when
And like I
CM
said,
Punk
I
tried
mean,
MMA.
he took
People
those
want to
punches,
clown,
man.
but
Yeah. I think it's
still got
kind of
trained.
so the CM Punk thing is interesting because he wanted to like have some fights outside of the UFC.
Yeah.
And Dana White was like, nah, man, let's make some money.
Yeah.
He's like, if you're gonna fight my guys. Let's make some money.
Right.
CM Punk should have been like, nah, I'm gonna go fight, some Chicago fights. I'm gonna
Well,
fight some.
until yeah, because they did him dirty. Mickey
Yeah,
Gall. There
yeah.
was Punk was never on Mickey Gall's level.
I mean, but who in the UFC's level would he have been on? That's the thing. That's my point.
The two
Like,
guys he fought, no, Mickey Gall beat him the first time,
yeah, he lost both
twice.
fights.
And the second time it was just awful. They just so nobody. He wasn't
Yeah,
at that level. He just not.
right. That's why he should have gone and done some local fights.
Promoter's gonna promote.
Yeah, yeah, but shit, Punk. Yeah, I don't know. If he had gone and fought, like he would have fought some tomato cans.
Right.
A local fighter or local promoter would have been like, I'm gonna put CM Punk as the top guy and have him beat up some people. And yeah, and
Right.
UFC, I think they kind of tried, but there wasn't anybody.
No.
He just yeah,
You can't it's
just
not
wasn't
wrestling.
anybody. Right,
It's
he's not Brock Lesnar. That's the thing too. Like CM Punk has no athletic background other than pro wrestling.
right.
He can pretend he knows Muay Thai all he wants, but he knows like wrestling Muay Thai.
Or
He
whatever
doesn't-
he was taught at
yeah,
whatever gym he goes to or anything. And that's
right,
still
right. Duke Rufus, I think, worked with him a little bit. Which Duke Rufus is a fucking monster trainer, but that doesn't mean, you know,
yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
Took balls. I get it though
Yeah,
too. Like I said,
definitely
promoters
took balls.
promote.
Yeah,
Is he
definitely took
gonna go
balls.
to Windy City Fight Club and make
Right. That's what he should have done. He
50
should have gone.
bucks? Or is he
Yeah,
gonna go to Madison Square Garden and make 5 million? One way or another, I'm getting my ass kicked. So I'm getting
yeah,
my ass kicked for 5 million.
yeah. And get my ass kicked. Yeah.
Yeah. Promoter's gonna promote.
Right, right, right. But hey,
Yeah.
he
Sounds like
did
the point.
lived his dream.
Yeah. Sounds like a good stopping point for us too. So we're
Yeah,
gonna do
works for me.
overall, what'd you think? Not too Limp Biscuity?
No, no, I really liked it. Like I said, it reminded me of 311, Suicidal Tendencies. I think that if you like that stuff, if you like early rap rock, Even stuff like Downset or
Oh,
Hardcore, if you ever heard them, you know? Yeah, I love Downset, dude.
Anger
But
still
way
definitely
more
fun.
political, but same style.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It
Downset.
was it
is-
was interesting for me because of the scope, the timeline of how long I've been listening to this band.
Right, right,
So there's really a lot going on as I was God, I don't know the last time I'd listened to them, let alone sat down like we do and here I am gonna take
analyzed it. Huh?
notes.
Yeah,
For me, it was so much nostalgia. You know, that was before wrestling. So DC was, we were still just goofy kids. We weren't
right.
in the business or nothing. And it just, I don't know, it was a weirder experience because I was like, how do I talk about it? Because like you said, the lyrics they're lyrics, right?
Yeah, yeah,
They're
yeah.
all probably 20 somethings. They're exactly what you expect.
Right.
So yeah, but for me, it's like, oh, you had to be there. And you could only
Yeah.
say that so many times or mention, yeah, this song went over really well live.
Right, right.
But I enjoyed it. A lot of nostalgia, a lot of just, oh gosh.
Yeah. I went on Discogs and looked for the CDs. They're not available, but I put them on my want list. So
My discombobulator is upstairs. I think Nate has my peanut butter and jelly people, but
nice.
it might be the other way around.
Right
I
on.
just wore my shirt. I have an
Oh,
old
dude,
school
that would be
shirt.
cool. Yeah, nice.
I wore it. Bleh. Johan passed away.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah. So Mark, oops. Anyway, my friend has traded beats and stuff back and forth with him. And of course, we were all friends for back in the day. So we went to
Right.
the funeral and I pretty much wore a suit, black slacks, black jacket, except for I had the green. It's like this colored green, like big MF stick shirt.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I should have wore
Nice.
it, but oh well.
Right on,
Hanging in the
man.
closet.
Yeah, I don't have any of my brother meat shirts anymore, which sucks.
Yeah,
They wore
there's a
out.
time when all this is just gonna go. It's just
Yeah,
gonna go.
yeah.
Where I don't know where any of the videos are. There used to
Right.
be videos, so other than you can hear the album on Spotify, when those of us that were there to see it are gone,
Yeah.
then what?
I mean, the music will still be there somewhere.
If it doesn't suck.
Yes.
You set you set me up for that one.
Yeah, man. All
All
right.
right,
Let's get out of here. Yeah.
let's get out of
Tyler,
here. I will
thank you,
hit
sir.
record and we'll do our thing. Thank you, everybody.
All right. Yeah, everybody take care. We'll see y'all next week. Most Excellent Entertainment is coming back this Tuesday. First show of the new year. So check that out.
Yeah. See how
Uh,
hard Tyler's working over there behind the
yeah.
scenes.
Thanks, Tyler. All right. Oh, yeah. And Tyler's talking about revamping the shows and stuff for this year. I don't know what all he's got planned, but hopefully it'll be cool shit. So I'm sure it
Maybe I'll
will.
start getting Fridays off and we'll get a little bit of time to actually
Yeah.
get some planned and get some accomplished.
Oh, yeah. But anyway, we will see y'all next week. We're going to do
Hate Machine.
Hate Machine. It's all good. So a little bit of new metal for your life. Uh, and
Hopefully it doesn't suck.
hopefully it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Take care, everybody.